Oh, can I find a place to become human again?
Ah, way to copy me, huh, William?
Yes.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
No worries.
No worries, you just signed the contract, that's it.
I mean, I already
now
did
that
before.
you're here, and now that you're here, I guess, would you like to sign another Huntsman contract?
Yeah.
Okay, done. As soon as you signed it, Kai, now the fire is emblazoned on it.
We should tell you what it is now.
It's fine.
I mean, I'm sure we'll be okay because, you know, we're all doing it.
No, not everybody's fine.
Half of us.
Yeah, half the group did.
Cool people.
I'd say like 2 out of 3.
Morgan Marital kind of then just scans all of you guys. Are there any druids or rangers amongst you?
I'm a ranger.
Yeah.
He points to you. Keep an eye on them. He stares at you, Kai. I saw you fight.
Yeah.
If you're a druid, I'm a goddamn cleric.
Yeah, really? We need to hire a cleric. Want a job?
Sure.
Good, you're a cleric.
Yep. You're a druid. You can heal too, right?
I technically can heal, yes.
Well, there you go. You're set.
Just myself, though.
Oh, selfish druid.
I mean, yeah. If I was one, definitely would be selfish.
Well, I guess I'll see you whenever the stars align for us to see each other again. Of course, when you finish that contract, I'll get you your money, but...
How much is it, by the way? Not that it really matters, but...
Oh, for the contract?
Yeah.
It was 5,000 per person assigned.
Worth it.
Yep. I was going to do it
Buy some
anyway,
nice
but...
equipment with that.
Can buy lots of land with it too.
That's a good point.
I can expand my shop.
Hey. Alright, you contemptible lot.
Yeah, just call me cunt.
I hope the stars and the moons treat you well and kind. I'll see you later.
Thank you for your service and your help.
Yep, no problem.
And if we're alive, see you in the future.
Hi, if we're alive. He walks off. You guys, continuing your track to, the arms and armor store?
Yep.
You pass by a general goods store called Malmog's General Goods. You continue heading east for a little bit before the scent of fresh bread comes onto the street as you pass by a Caggart's Bread, open for business. You pass by and begin to go north.
I look at everybody with angry eyes. Where are they going? Don't even think about it.
Thinks about it.
You continue. Eventually, you reach the North Quarter, where Jolbzu's Arms and Armor is. And there's a male drow, dark elf, that seems to be the blacksmith here and owns the shop. He's currently working on kind of attaching the pommel to a sword that he's been creating. He's kind of trying to get the hilt to stay properly and also the handle while he's turning the pommel and twisting it on. He looks up just in time for the pommel to fall off as he lets go, and it crashes onto the ground, and the hilt and the handle come off too. Oh, fuck. Picks everything up and puts it on the anvil and looks at you all. Welcome. Welcome to Jolbzu's.
What a methodical process that looks like.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit more art to just hammering metal.
I never thought
This
about
way
it
you,
that way.
Aye, there is art to it. This way you have to assemble it. You can get all sorts of customary beauty with it. But anyway, enough about swords. What are you here for?
Armor, actually.
Ah, the deflection against swords.
Yeah.
We're looking for more hide, more metal, or a mix of both.
Full metal.
Yeah. He stares at you, looks you up and down. Yeah. You're looking for full plate mail then?
That would be it.
I could do that for you. You're lucky you're in the right place. Hollyton gets, well, a lot of plate in, actually. Ever since the war front, we ship it out to, Sans Serif on the front lines. Oh, no, wait. Nope, wrong campaign. Never mind.
Hey.
They do eventually do that, but not currently. But they do have plate mail. How many sets? Let me see. Oh, they have a single set of plate mail. It is 1,500 gold.
They ship this in for the soldiers, right?
Well,
We're
this
saying-
one, well, typically they ship them in for the soldiers around Hollyton and Wakerley. This one I just finished the other month. This one I only have this set of play mail. I've been working on it for a little bit. Nothing fancy about it. Everything moves, everything works. It needs a little wax on it to buff it up, but it's good. Solid.
Okay. That sounds perfect for what I need it for. Can you lend me some of that money, Kai? 1,500.
Eugene comes out. 1,500's a lie.
Yeah,
How
it's kind of a
about-
lot.
Talk him down, guy. Talk him down. He's-
There
he's
were a
back
lot
on
of
the show.
turtles yesterday and chimera things, too.
How
Very
about
nice.
1,200 gold?
All right. You see, sir, this armor here, it seems like it's the only one here. It needs a little buff. My friend here could probably do that, but we'd like you to drop the price down to say 1,200.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage because you're being assisted.
23.
Yeah, you're right. It's been sitting quite a little bit. I thought it was gonna go faster than this. All right. 1,200 and it's yours.
All right. Deal. Let me get the money from my bank.
Go for it.
Wait. Yeah, I get the money
Ah.
from.
I'm gonna take 1,200 gold out.
Eugene's like, no, not that coin. That's my coin. Nope, that
Okay,
one
that's
is too.
fine. Then you get the 1,200 and you give him the ones you want.
All right, get your dirty, grubby hands out of the bank.
I'm gonna put my hand behind my head.
He starts counting it, and eventually
gonna take
it's
a
all
while, guys.
stacked into your chest. Yep, it takes like 5-6 minutes or so, and then eventually it's all counted up. And you reach into your shell and grab these neat stacks out. There you are. Thank you for the money, and do you need a shield with it as well, or?
I have a shield.
All
Do you
right.
have shields?
I do have shields.
Anything cool?
Unfortunately, no magical shields or anything of the sort. Just shields.
The
How much?
mundane variety.
10 gold a shield.
Done. I'll hand him 10 gold.
All right. He passes over a shield, and it's not like a metal shield or anything. It's got metal banding around it and a metal dome in the center. But
Alright.
it's a wooden shield and it's got the Waking Realm colors on it.
Okay, I'll change that later, but yep, I'll pick it up and
Right. We have hide, ring mail, chain mail, whatever you guys need. Just let me know. Right then.
How much
I
would
thought
you
so.
give me for this Mariner splint?
Oh, it's a magical set, huh?
Yeah, it helps you glide through the water pretty well. Like a dolphin.
Beyond the domain. Ah. That's uncommon, yeah?
It is uncommon.
I'll tell you what, how about 150 gold?
Well, this was my dad's. How about 200?
Go ahead and roll persuasion check.
25.
Your father's armor, huh? Alright. I can work with it.
Huh. Perfect. It sounds like it's in good hands.
Yeah.
All right, thank
Maybe I'll
you.
make some additions to it.
And if it
Um,
piques my interest, maybe I'll be back.
I don't have any magical abilities myself, but I do have, I do have friends.
Well, you've made a friend out of me today. I'll definitely keep you in my mind. Your shop.
Indeed. Hey, say, aren't, well, I don't recognize you, but I recognize that guy.
Oh.
The big,
Me?
tall, yeah, that one?
Yeah? Okay.
You look vaguely familiar. You
The
doing any
dragon
fighting?
puzzle.
That's what it was.
Sir, that's me.
I didn't know the Dragon Trailer was back in town.
It is back in town and business is reopened. We actually have a second location now.
Wow. Coming back strong.
Yep.
Alright.
If you're
I'll
looking
have
for
to
any
take a look.
contract work, we're gonna need some weapons and armor.
Interesting. I'll have to talk with your boss.
Yeah, you can either speak to Junji. If he is not there, you could speak to Uncle Gameo. He is currently running both facilities.
Alright. Thank you for the info, Dragon Turtle.
Very welcome.
Here you are, here's your coin. He takes the armor and begins to like set it up on an armor stand, kind of abandoning his previous project.
Well, to the boat then.
I actually need to stop one more place.
All
I need to
right.
stop back at Blackhorns, and I need to resupply on money.
Okay, let's go.
So I realized I have a lot more weight I can carry.
Mhm.
I'll stop
Okay.
real fast.
I could share the burden too.
Well,
too.
we'll think about it. If anybody is carrying bag of holdings, you can share the burden by giving them to me.
As you guys are leaving, you begin to leave Jolbzu's arms and armors and begin to kind of head back to the direction you were heading previously. Once more, you pass by the Kaggert's Bread and enter into the Cloud Quarter, where you pass by Malmug's General Goods Store again. And this time you don't pass by the Smitten Sacrifice, instead you go north a little bit more and come upon the Black Horns and this gambling hall seems to have an increase of guard presence. There's a lot of guards currently operating this area. Which is interesting, because you swear you paid them off, Kai.
Okay. Be on your best behavior, boys and ladies.
Always. Now let's find out what this is about.
Hope we didn't seize the
Confiscate
assets.
evidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you even speak that into existence.
I,
If that's happening, I'm burning the city to the ground.
only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Walk
maybe it's
toward
just-
the
maybe
black
it's a new
horns.
help.
You approach the Black Horns, and there's it seems like there's like I said, there's an influx of guard here. Just guarding the front entrance, you have about 4 of these stationed guards here. They're all just talking amongst one another. One of them kind of perks up and looks at you all. Seems to be like a human male wearing chainmail. Looks over at you guys. Your business at the Black Horns is currently under investigation. You'll have to find your business elsewhere. I apologize.
No. This is my business. I own this place.
You check the papers again. Look at the papers. Krator, Minotaur.
No.
looks at you.
Nope. Under new management, Krator is dead, and I was given the deed by him. You can speak to my
What's his
lawyer
name?
here, and I'll gesture to Razarin.
Yeah, I do believe it's so.
Proof of the deceased.
I hand him 50 gold.
Yes.
Roll a persuasion check.
26.
Jeez, you're rolling them.
Yeah,
Persuasion.
higher and higher every time.
Listen, he takes the money. I don't care whether you're the owner or not. There is an investigation going on. I will let you in, but be on your best behavior and don't touch anything.
What? Would I just be able to collect my stuff and leave then?
Unfortunately, the area is under investigation.
We'll be
Right.
in and out.
If you need to talk to
Okay.
anyone in there, here's your chance.
Okay.
Investigation for what exactly?
There's been a recent break-in. A lot of money has been stolen. A lot of property.
Somebody
has been
stole my
damaged.
money?
It's, well, potentially. If you are the owner, as you say.
Ah, great.
Uh-oh.
Who reported this break-in?
Came through the wall. Right there.
Oh,
Made a magical door, apparently.
great.
Oh,
Yes.
damn criminals.
How weird. Yes. I
Well,
hope
we
you catch
should-
them.
We should make sure they didn't leave any evidence behind.
Well, if you do find any, please inform one of the recent guards, and we will attend to it immediately.
Hey, what nudge
This is a
Ryzen? You
high-value
mean
case.
we hope they left some evidence?
Yes, put that word. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
And you go then, and again, make it brief, please.
Through the door this time. I mean, through the door.
He scratches his head. Right. Steps aside. You walk into the Black Horns.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like there's even more guards inside. There's about a presence of 25 people up here, kind of scanning all of the machines, all going underneath everything, inspecting the area. There's one kind of like captain, I guess, or lieutenant, who's just kind of barking commands. Under that? All right, no search under that. Any arcane runes on that? Right. And he kind of stares at you all. Civilians not allowed on the premises. Can I help you all?
Yeah, I am the owner, and I was trying to figure out who broke into my place.
Right, Krator.
No,
well,
no. Krator is deceased,
Right.
and he
Krator
had
is
died, and he had given me
deceased.
the deed, which I do have.
He scratches his head, takes out a notepad, and starts writing stuff down. Right. You have proof of the deceased?
No, I don't have. His body was cremated.
Understood. Unfortunate. This does add, well, a hiccup in our investigation. You see, it seems like there was a multiple band of brigands that broke in through here and descended into the bottom portions of this front. Apparently, it's a fighting arena beneath our feet.
He
Weird.
didn't tell me that before he gave it to me.
I do apologize. We are currently working through the area, seizing any
I do
assets
have
that we need to
leads
seize and making sure
On
that
somebody who might have broke in. He did have an enemy. He was old business partners.
Really.
Yes.
He takes out his notepad again, starts writing. And do you know the names of these business partners?
Brolos the Meaty.
He writes it down.
He probably is the one who
Those are-
broke into here after he was mad that Krator gave me the business.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
He's always
He's
a
pretty high
hot-headed one. I used to work for that asshole.
And you can roll with advantage, you're being assisted. Right, so our now active suspect is going to be Barlos the Meaty. I see. Right, so you're the owner as you're claiming now. Do you have the deed?
I do.
Right. Well, if that's the case, I guess all of the seized assets for investigation will be withheld. You can visit the what's it called?
The vault.
Your house?
The House Buckwood Manor House to receive these belongings once more. Go through the legal proceedings for it and whatnot.
Were they already brought there?
However, they're in the process of being brought there. We've already delivered some of the assets. There is more to be delivered there. We weren't sure what criminals had made it down here. They seem like they work like professionals. They left a trace, obviously, so they're not that professional. But they came in with arcane means, which is a bit higher profile than a lot of the thieves around here.
Yeah,
If you have
I don't
any information on these thieves, then please let us know.
Yeah, just the fact that it's probably brought up. I left things in my office downstairs. Can I go get them?
Sure. We'll have a now desk or a guard take you down.
Sure.
You two, bring them down. Two guards kind of flank on either side of you, yawn a little bit, and in gesturing towards the entrance to the fighting arena that you guys were in previously.
Do I
You still have
recognize
that
any...
key, Kilomir?
I have the key.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Do I recognize any guards that are upstairs as any of the guards that I originally bribed?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception check. What'd you roll?
7.
Yeah. Let's see here. You don't know how many of these guards are ones that you've bribed and whatnot, or that are under your payroll, but you do recognize the face of one of the guards on the left side that's of your party, kind of helping you down into the fighting arena. You did see him during the arena fight last night. So one of the guards is... You're not sure if he's under your payroll, you just remember seeing him there.
Okay.
You just
I will.
and downwards into the fighting arena. Good.
Nope, that was what I was going to say. I'll go walk down if they follow.
They escort you down into the fighting arena where there's another 20 guards down here, kind of dispersed in less of a confined formation than the rest of them were, and they're flipping this place upside down. They're flipping over tables, they're collecting food particles, they're collecting all sorts of different things, and yes, you look at the vault, and the vault is completely cleared. There's not a single thing in it.
Rats.
Or the punch of the fucking wall.
The wall cracks and a lot of the dust comes down from the roof. Hey, you there! You're damaging you're damaging an investigation. Don't do it again.
I own this
Hey,
place.
Raph. Good to see you.
He owns the place. Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. You're tampering with a criminal investigation. I'm sorry
It's
that you own the
fine.
place.
I'm leaving anyway. It already seems like my office and stuff has been cleared out.
Should you be missing any belongings, please visit House Buckwood Manor House.
Yep,
Thank
I
you.
will be heading there quickly.
All right.
Kill every fucking person in this fucking city.
Save the compulsion until we get to Buckwood. I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Everything will be all right. Let's
Otherwise,
just...
it's gonna be a lot of bodies.
Yeah, we better jog on over there.
You guys leaving the fighting arena then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I'm probably bad at this, but can I look around to see if there's anything they may have missed that's valuable?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
This is +0, so. Nope. 6.
It seems like they've cleared this place pretty damn clean.
Just look around, not really paying attention, and then follow the crew.
Okay. You all leave Blackhorn's fighting pit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You once more arrive outside where the 4 guards from before kind of move aside and give you all a little bit of a glance. One of them pipes up that you paid off. You find what you were looking for in there?
No, unfortunately, I did not find what I was looking for. Would you have any
Yes.
information on where some of it would be? The same deal.
That's Backwood
would-
Manor.
Yes. Do you have any way connecting me to the people there and maybe giving me a good word as we've done business in the past?
He looks at his buddies. His buddies look at him.
I can promise you it'd be very helpful for you and your community.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check. This time, just roll regular persuasion check. Listen, I can't really have the authority to give any good words or anything like that. I'm just a grunt man. But if you can get on the good side of the lieutenant, I'm sure he could put in something for you. But if you're just looking to get your assets back, you just gotta go through the paper. That's all.
Okay. Thank you for your time and assistance, and I'll give him 10 gold.
He nods. You know, maybe being a guard is fruitful after all.
It could be better, just saying.
Could be bad.
Somehow this investigation would slowly get ended, or quickly get ended.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find the culprits.
You fucking know who the culprits are already!
He kind of like widens his eyes as he comes to the realization. And his buddies are just like silently scratching their heads. Oh.
Yes.
Right.
You know, Bralos Amidi did this.
Boys, I think Bralos the Meaty might have done this. They're all kind of scratching their heads. Who the fuck is Bralos the Meaty?
I just accidentally rolled the dice for no reason.
Right.
But thank you for your time. It
Thank
was very
you.
nice to see you again. I just bites his mouth, starts heading out.
Eugene starts like shadow boxing the inside of the shell. Let me at him! Let me at him, Kai! I need the money!
Yep. Sorry, my stomach is really bothering me. Yes, I will feed you soon.
You walk away from the black horns.
Yeah.
Hey Kai, do you remember how much money there was still supposed to be in there?
Yes.
Yeah, I say quietly, 74,000 gold.
Okay, I thought it was quite a lot.
Well, that's what was left. It was more, but we took some already.
Oh yeah, I know.
Wait, that was left, not the whole amount?
You know, yeah. It wasn't the whole amount.
Oh boy.
So, you heading to House Buckwood then?
Yes.
Assuming it's a big building, lots of stone, Kai. Take us there.
Do I know where it'd be?
Yeah, you would know. This is your city.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of leading the way.
You pass by the Smitten Sacrifice once more.
Every step I
after
take,
leaving.
angry and fire ignites under my feet.
You turn east from the Smitten Sacrifice, eventually coming across the stylish Flax. You walk through as the buildings kind of begin to become closer and closer together, and a lot more grandeur in its stature. And the buildings look a lot nicer in the center of town too, at least in where the nobles are hanging out. And eventually, a lot of the walled-off properties begin to kind of open up again even more into large open properties. And in the center is where House Buckwood Manor House is, which is also kind of the legal proceedings office for Hollyton. The gate's currently open. There are two guards in plate mail kind of stood outside as sentry. They have two halberds that are kind of like blocking the open gate. And as you approach, they announce themselves. Business.
Before I get too close, I kind of look to the group. I'll still be able to jump backwards. I'll kind of look to the group. Telling you right now, if any single one of you could get me that gold, I'll give you 20,000 of it.
I can dimension door you into the room if we know where it is.
Yeah, that's option 2. And that will also be, if that's the problem, the way we have to do it, I'm down.
What if you dimension me into the door and we get it together, right? Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you can dimension one person, but besides
God.
myself.
Damn it. I don't think Misty Step's gonna cut it.
But let's try to talk our way through this first.
Yes, but we probably should.
But if not, option 2 is definitely teleport in there and steal it. Option 3 is I burn it down.
I could also open another door.
That is also a part. Any magical means, I guess, option 2. But everybody will be paid heavily if this is complete.
Yes, we have an appointment.
We are sent here because my business was broken into.
Party name?
Here to. But the business name is under the Blackhorn.
Blackhorns, right? Doing business with Blackhorns.
I
you're
now
here to
own the
see who?
Blackhorns,
Ah,
and my
I see.
business was broken into, apparently by Bralos the Meaty.
did you make a local report by guard?
The guards are already investigating it, but they sent me here to get my stuff back.
So you're
There was
for
a, you
your
said lieutenant or
receipt
captain
assets.
at the Blackhorns?
It was effectively a lieutenant, yeah.
There was a lieutenant at the Blackhorns who sent me here. I've already
Yes,
showed him the
let's
deed.
check out. Right.
I have the deed
And
on
your
me as
name
well. Kai.
Kai. And for the sake of security, I need the names of everyone else as well.
Okay.
Yes.
William O'Connor.
Right. And you?
Nirzar.
Right. And you?
Worm.
Interesting name. And you?
Yes, Sean.
Right. Okay. One moment. All right. They lift up the halberds. Please be on your best behavior, and you will be discussing the break-in with Lord Buckwood. But right. We'll head on in when you're ready.
All right. I'm gonna use the hat of disguise on to make it look like I'm wearing a nobleman suit.
Oh, okay. He starts to do the hat of disguise, and then the guards are kind of like apprehensive for a second, and then they realize you just put a suit on, and then just kind of shrug. I guess it works.
I gotta look good for business.
Quick question: does the head of this guy's cover sound?
I don't
I
think
don't believe
so.
so.
So he's just walking around in full plate mail, but he looks like he's wearing a suit.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's like shink, shink.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, he
Yeah, you
looks,
walk
at least looks
in.
the part.
Yes.
Let's hope he's deaf.
You walk into the property, you pass the iron gates. You walk for about 5 minutes before you reach the kind of inner courtyard of this area. There's a couple more guards in plate mail that are just, acting as sentries. And the large doors to the actual house are opened for you. And when you walk in, there's, the mudroom basically, which is where everyone kind of like takes all their stuff off and puts comfortable things on. And then it opens up into more of like a living room or an assembly hall. And at the far end of this hall, there's a couple thrones, one of which sits a not necessarily elderly, but an older man. Seems to be a Triton. He's kind of, I'm sorry, he's not a Triton. He's a human. He's wearing a bronze and gold crown, and this seems to be House or Lord Buckwood, in specific Lord Malo Buckwood probably, and he seems to be discussing with a servant of his, and eventually the servant is dismissed, and you guys approach. You're now in the court of Malo Buckwood. What is your what is your problem?
We are retrieving belongings that I was sent here by a lieutenant to retrieve from an investigation.
We have multiple
Yes.
investigations. What is your party name?
It is the robbery of the Blackhorn. I am the new owner
Right.
of the Blackhorn.
I see. You have proof of deed?
I do have the deed, yes. The body of the original owner was cremated in the time of his death. I don't have proof of his body. That's been asked multiple times, but I was given the deed, and I'll show the deed that we got from the vault.
He like gestures for the servant to grab it, and the servant steps down and goes over and gingerly takes the paper from you, opens it, nods, and looks at Lord Buckwood, also nods, and passes it back to you. Well, the deed does seem to check out, and what you are saying does align with a recent break-in that has happened. It is quite unfortunate. Your party, I do know Krator was once the one that owned the Blackhorns. You're now the employer of it, I assume, based on the deed that you've provided. What is your name?
It is Kai Brass Dragon's son.
Kai Brass Dragon's son?
Yes.
Right.
This is my lawyer here.
And-
Just turn around.
Pleasure.
Yeah. He has also spoken to this lieutenant, and I had brought him for my legal purposes.
Your name, steward?
Nearizar.
Nerazar. Right. And, well, let me ask you this. Do you have the same contacts that Krator had?
No. And that's, we don't have the same contacts because I believe his former contacts and business partners are the gentlemen who have broken in. A gentleman named Brolos Demiti was enraged that Krator Blackhorn had given me the business instead of him. And I believe he is the one who also had killed Krator.
Yes, my client would like Brillos to see justice, and he would like this transaction expedited.
An interesting request. Go ahead and roll a deception check at advantage because you're being assisted. I would say Kai, you go ahead and roll it, and you're being assisted by Raz.
Another +5, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but 17. 17?
What you're telling me seems like it could make sense. Breshner Brickhouse was once a very heavy-handed brute. It's unfortunate he's perished in such a way. Well, you said he had died, right? Oh no,
Yes.
Breshner's the one that committed it.
Oh no, we said Brolos.
Oh yeah, Brawlos, sorry.
I also do have during the time of the, I guess, transfer of ownership, there was about 20 or so guard presence there, and if I were to see these men, I could point them out as eyewitnesses as well.
I do believe you. I believe you are now the inherited owner of the Blackhorns. You did mention your name was Kai, correct?
Yes,
Are
Brass Dragon.
you... See, the last name is what's getting me here. I don't know if you're the same Kai that was mentioned before. Steward, bring me the document that the king sent. The steward stops for a moment, goes behind the thrones and starts stifling through some pages that were on a desk.
What's he
Pulls
talking
out one.
about?
Here you go.
No,
man.
no.
Right. Are you a member of the Contemptibles?
Yes.
Maybe.
Lovely. So, it appears here that King Wolfhelm Tane sent a request for funding for the ship that was lost. Apparently you had sailed a ship at one point and lost cargo?
Yes, that business has been handled already. We had spoken to them at the Eye of the Gods after we had saved a lot of people from Jolly Jagged Red. Was he funding us or asking for us to fund the ship that was lost?
Apparently he's asking for funding against the ship that was lost.
Oh no, yeah, that business has been
Apparently
taken care
they're-
of by the Council of the Eye of the Gods.
I see. It says there's some inquiries about, this figure you mentioned, Brolos the Meaty, and apparently, a certain, Aquinian, as well as a Silas Naren. all his informants on why you should owe about 20,000 gold for the ship.
I don't know if the other rulers of the continent would be very happy about this.
Well, luckily you are in the waking realm. You only have to deal with one of them. And as an extension, being of the same bloodline, I have that authority as well. So let me ask you this then. You sailed on a ship for the king, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever complete your mission?
No, but that we already had spoken to the king personally about this, and he was informed that a gentleman, what was his name? Rashner, right?
Rashner Brickhouse.
Was the one who had sided with Jolly Jagged Red and stole the item. And we were, I believe, excused of all these things and even were given another ship.
Matter of fact, I think we believe he made off with the item the night before we left Hollyton. That night.
Yeah, we already informed them of this.
Yeah, if you look at your records back when Brickhouse was arrested for disorderly conduct.
In fact,
that's the night before we left.
We're currently trying to track down this traitor and to get the item back. However, a charge of 20,000 golds would simply slow us down.
It does seem like there's a bit of surmounting evidence from Silas Naren and Rashner Brickhouse, or I'm sorry, Bralos the Meaty, and from what I'm reading here, you are correct. Apparently, Rashner Brickhouse has stolen some sort of item, but apparently he was in bed with you all, or you, sorry, Kai, Contemptible. You've been housing Rashner Brickhouse, correct?
No.
No. He was the captain of the ship.
Was arrested.
Yeah, before he was arrested.
Yeah, we have not had meeting with this gentleman since our last adventure from Hollyton, after he had sent us down and essentially got us killed almost. And this was also informed to the people at the Eye of the Gods.
Something.
I believe there was all the rulers of the kingdom there. There was also a lady, I believe the name of Rain was there, and a Hellenite were also witnesses to this conversation.
I see. There's evidence from your parts as well that is making this seem like there's definitely a missing link. Are any of the individuals that made these inquiries, Silas Naren, Bralos the Meaty, are any of them currently living?
I don't know. Oh, Bralos the Meaty, yes, because he's the one that robbed the place. My current place of business.
I see. So Bralos the Meaty has turned again. It seems like this rider gang that the king had hired probably was not the best of ideas. Seemed like a whole bunch of traitors, really.
I grit my teeth.
Well, let me see here. I do have the authority to waive this charge. However, with the evidence currently at hand, I don't have enough evidence to prove against it. Now, you all are telling me that it's already been cleared, that you've spoken with the king.
Yeah, I mean, we were named like heroes.
That verified. I will work to have that verified. This note had recently come in about 2 weeks ago. And
Timeline when
I do recall.
When did we go to the Eye of God? How long has that been?
It's been about a month. Well, I guess not really a month, but it's been about 30 days.
Wasn't it technically longer here or shorter here because we were in the Feywild for a little bit?
Yeah. You were, oh yeah, you did go in the Feywild for a few months, so. But this had come in a couple weeks ago. Krator was still alive. Well, Bralos was not a traitor. Silas Naren was alive. The Aquinian was alive. And now they're all dead.
If you can't waive the fine, could we come up with some sort of deal where I would collect, because I know the exact amount that was taken from my business. It was above 70,000 gold. Would I be able to take about 50,000 of it and leave the 20,000 here until this matter is figured out upon this confusion about the fine? Or not fine, but payment for a ship?
Excellent idea.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage.
18.
Normally, I would unfortunately have to say no, due to the unfortunate circumstance of handing funding over to brigands. Though, as rough and tumble as you may all seem, you do not give me the vibe of being brigands. You don't give me heroes, but you don't give me brigands. And for that, I believe I can give you your 50,000. However, the remaining 26,000 will be held until you can prove to me that these inquiries from Silas Naren, Bralos the Meaty, and Krator are false.
Okay. Can we get that in writing that 26,000 will be returned to me, and when these accusations and dispute matters are disputed?
He holds up his hand. Steward! And then the steward's like already in the process of writing it down and rips out a paper of his book and holds it up. Done.
Awesome.
Perfect. I do apologize for the legal tape around this. Please do understand that we are doing our best to mitigate the crime in the city. There's been an influx of piracy as of recent, and these break-ins are not making things better.
I completely understand. That is fine. So will I be receiving my money here shortly?
Aye, steward, please bring out the chests. Steward nods and goes behind the thrones and goes into a back room and returns with 4 guards as well. 2 guards per chest, and sets down 2 massive chests. Here's your 50k, 25,000 in each. I do recommend not roaming the streets with this, however. You all seem armed and like you can take care of yourselves, but these are heavy.
Yep, we will find a place to store our money. Second question: if you are the legal, I guess, person of this city, business licenses. The process to go about starting new businesses. I currently have other businesses already in my name, and like this deed says, but I would like other ones to be made soon. Do I just come here for those?
Right. Yeah, you would do that here. If you have the land and the building available, we can already set up your... Right, perfect. That makes it easy. Now, you can give gold up front, but typically there are obviously taxes that are put into play, and there's also the cost of running the business that's put into play. Do you already have staff for your business?
We will be hiring new staff soon, and also some construction will probably need to happen.
Right. So, a shop typically is going to be 2 gold a day to run, and that'll include your 1 skilled hireling. But it also depends on the shop. So 2 gold a day. If you average for 30 days, it's about 60 gold per 30 days to keep your shop running. This is on top of a 50 gold fee just for outright buying the business license. So it's 50 gold plus 2 gold a day for whatever shop you're running. and you can pay that gold up front, or you can just pay it per day.
Sorry, I'm muted. I'll be back in the future to start the process, but I thank you for the information.
Sure. We don't really like to micromanage your coin, obviously, but some of that, you purchase the business license, and that gives you the actual ability to operate within the city, and then obviously part of that 2 gold a day goes towards taxes.
Understood.
And then it's obviously whatever employees you hire, that's on you. You need at least 1 skilled hireling to operate, though.
Okay. Good to know. And those can be a hireling of my choice, I assume.
Correct, yeah.
Good. I guess third question, do we have a job board here in this legal office?
Well, it does depend what jobs you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a really big deal. We're just kind of, if we were in the area of something that needs to be complete.
Right. Well, we always have missing people. If you're looking for mercenary work, we have that available. I'm sure you know where to find your more nefarious works. There are some huntsmen around as well, should you be in the ventures of monster slaying. And, there's also some, wizardry work that can be done, some scholarly work, some translations that are needed, and so forth. But really, the bellringer's son is missing. He was apparently at an old bell tower outside of town, and apparently that tower was cursed, and they don't know where he went. The family's paying 15 gold for his safe arrival. There's also apparently some spiders that have been nesting in one of the churches in town. One of the churches in town. There's a monk that was found missing half of his face. The spiders evidently, they are invisible. They go invisible.
What? Invisible spiders?
Would I know anything about
that's like your
something like
worst
that?
nightmare.
Pay is negotiable for that one. You can go ahead and roll a history check, Kilomir.
Now, is this a monstrosity or on?
I
doubt it's a beast.
These are
Monstrosity or an aberration?
Yeah, these are monstrosities.
Okay, so I get an advantage on that. On in checks.
Go for it.
Oh, fucking hell. Wow, what a shit roll. 5.
Yeah.
And that was a fucking advantage.
You're thinking about what
you're
kind
so
of
scared
spider
of
it could
spiders.
be. And there's
Oh,
this-
that makes so much sense.
You've been in the Underdark, and you know there's all sorts of different kinds of spiders out there. Too many that would just slice the faces off of a monk, you know? There's a whole bunch of them out there. But ones that turn invisible, can't really place your arrow on it.
Shit, man. Everybody's getting good gotta get the shit roll.
That's how it
You
is.
stole all my fucking rolls!
I
Those
really
rolls got me
want to see
50,000 gold.
invisible spiders. Wait a minute.
You won't see them. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't care for spiders much, but invisible spiders?
Are you talking about phase spiders?
No, not phase spiders, invisible spiders.
No, I prefer optic spiders.
Is that what they're called?
Worm.
Thank you for laughing, Joey.
Worm. go ahead and roll a go ahead and roll a wisdom check really quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you roll?
Mm-hmm.
Three.
So I assume it wasn't good. Okay.
Natural one for a 3.
Yeah, you.
It
have
certainly
no
is a
idea
spider.
What the fuck they could be talking about? You remember reading something about spiders earlier, but you have no idea what the fuck invisible spiders could
As soon as
do.
I hear talk about spiders, I immediately use an action to use my Deft Explorer ability and give myself a 1d8 plus 4 temporary hit points.
You begin to like do this ability in the middle of the court, and you see
It's
the
like
Lord is
like
just kinda
it's not
scratching
like
his head a little
nothing
bit.
magical. It's just like you just see me shudder a little bit, and then that's that's how it happens this time. Oh, nice,
So-
max 12.
Oh yeah, you can also mark down that you've taken a long rest, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. The Lord Malo Buckwood kind of scans everyone once more. So, was there any other business that you all had, Blackhorns?
I don't think so. Well, you can call us the Contemptibles. You already said that we were them.
Well, you are the Contemptibles.
You asked us, and we said yeah. I said yeah.
Oh, I asked you. I didn't know they were all a Contemptible.
Well, I'm the
as
one
well.
here for business.
Oh, I see.
Technically, I am not.
Yeah, we don't know this
I'm
guy.
also not.
Yeah, we don't know her either.
Hmm.
As
Well.
leader of the Contemptibles, nobody argues. Okay.
Well, I just
For
said I'm not
now.
part of the Contemptibles, so
But
No arguments here.
yep,
Eugene
I'm not
starts
part of it.
knocking on the inside of the shell.
Leader!
Leader!
Co-leader.
The knocking stops.
Gashan's the leader.
Well, whoever is the leader, is there anything else that you require of the kingdom?
I don't believe so. Not yet.
All right.
Thank you for your time and business in these legal matters. You may tip
course.
my lawyer if you would like.
No tips will be given out. However, Kai, you are aware you have outstanding warrants in Hollyton, correct? 2 of them?
I run out the door.
He sighs. They were for about 5 gold each. Yeah, just let it go. Let it go. We'll take it out of the 26.
yeah, just don't tell him about it.
Right. Well, my steward will
And
see
then there's
you
just like
all out
there's
then.
a misform of Kai left, but Kai's gone.
Like the Looney Tunes
Yep.
smoke cloud thing.
So,
All right.
you all making your leave from House Buckwood Manor, or are you doing anything else inside of here?
I stealth.
Making my leave.
You stealth? Go ahead and roll stealth.
Actually, really bad. 15.
Hell yeah. You stealthing in or out?
Oh, I was outside. I ran out. I'm just like stealthing
Okay, okay.
outside.
Yeah, yeah. You're stealthing around
I'm not
outside.
used to my big side. I'm just hiding behind a box.
Yeah.
Technically, that
this is-
works because my passive perception is 10.
Yeah, those of you that have a passive perception of 15 or more can actually see Kai as you guys are walking out. Those of you that don't have that, well, he's
I know
fine.
Kilomir's ass can see me.
Yeah, I just glance out. I just ignore.
How the hell does something that large hide that well?
Yeah, I can't see him anywhere.
He's got skills.
The 2 guards at the exit that have their halberds crossed kind of begin to look back at you all and see you all approaching. 6 enter, 5 leave.
I motion to the box subtly.
What are you doing?
So
Pop up.
Yeah, this is a
Kilomir, you
box.
asshole.
Oh, holy shit! Hey, State your business. Wait, no, that's the one from before.
Yeah. Try to avoid getting in a sudden trouble, okay?
I mean, that's what I was doing.
Right. All right, no more fishy business. Everyone out. Everyone out.
I thought you were about to
Total
say
business.
he was in that box.
As we get a little farther away, just like avoided those warrants, huh?
Yeah, you sure
Sorta.
did, Kai.
Also,
Yeah. How does he
I
do
didn't-
it?
I didn't have 26,000 gold left after that 50,000. I only had 24. So they're giving me an extra 2,000 gold.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
I didn't think I got it in writing.
just don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Is your arachnophobia picking up today, Kilomir?
No,
It's
I'm not a
arachnophobia. It's just I'm very cautious around spiders because I think who they are associated with.
Are
What's
invisible
arachnophobia?
spiders
Do
associated?
they have a disease?
What?
Arachnophobia,
Water.
it's a disease.
It's a fear.
Disease. Water on my keyboard.
It's a
unfortunate.
fear of a disease.
No, it's a fear. It's just a type of fear. And
Yeah, he doesn't like spiders.
You like it?
well,
so
it's
you-
not like I don't like spiders. I don't like who is associated
Yeah,
with
so like,
spiders.
there's this lady. Her name is. I'm not gonna say it.
It's the mother of the drow. The goddess typically associated with drow, with us, with dark
Loth?
elves. Oh fuck! Why did you say it?
Loth.
Half
Who's
hour.
Loth?
God damn it! Stop
I don't
saying
know.
it.
Why? It's just Loth. That's just a name.
My favorite thing.
Nothing good ever
The
comes of
whole world.
mentioning her name.
Kill
You're
me.
afraid of her up here?
Drawing her
roll dexterity
attention. What?
Roll a dexterity save.
Fuck.
I am within 10 feet, I think.
Okay,
You
so it'll be
you get
19.
A plus, I think it's plus 10, right?
Oh,
Plus
it's
five, sorry.
five.
plus 5, 19.
Or paladins are plus 10 to be insane.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I was thinking it passed without trace. And then,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just immediately
Oh, yeah.
came fed. You don't take any damage from it, but you do feel a small bug bite underneath your cloak.
Fuck! I'm just rustling my clothes, just trying to get whatever it is underneath my clothes out.
Oh shit, the demons
Oh,
are
yeah.
back.
And
Wow,
then
you really
eventually you
Really
you like fling your cloak. Sorry, William, you can go in a second.
No,
You fling
yeah.
your cloak, Kilomir, and then the yes, it is a spider comes out of your sleeve of your shirt. It lands onto the ground. The impact of it landing onto the ground kills the spider, explodes, and then thousands and thousands of tiny spiders start scattering all over the ground.
Are those
It's
space
It's a
spiders?
mama spider. See, I fucking told you, don't ever say her name.
Does Loth summon spiders?
There's a reason why she's a spider queen.
Oh. I mean, you could just step on spiders.
I don't want to piss her off any more than she already is at me. Oh, she's just pissed off at just males anyway. She hates men.
Oh, that seems kind of mean.
That's why they treat us in Drow Society. We're treated like shit.
Yeah, those spiders are kind of gross.
There's spiders.
So
No one's gonna
please,
step on them. I'm gonna
Please, I implore
walk
you,
this
do not
way.
say her name.
You start walking
Okay.
away from the spiders.
It's been noted.
And now you have proof.
What? That Loth summoned spiders?
I'm going to kill you. Oh, and next time a spider lands on me, I'm throwing it at you. And let it bite you instead.
Okay, then I'll kill it. It's a spider.
We keep talking about spiders, and there's something in the back of my mind that I was thinking of this morning. I can't quite put my finger on it anymore.
Was it a spider?
It was about spiders.
Kilomir. as they're having this discussion, you kind of have a moment where you enter into like a trance-like state, where you're standing there, you're still listening to them, but you kind of zone out slightly, and it's maybe it's just reminiscing, maybe it's just a trauma response, but immediately your mind begins to form into a memory of yours when you were north of the Lane of Thieves in a woods, and there was a spider with a woman's carcass on top of it, and their bow was aimed at your kids.
The Drider? Is that what you're talking about?
And then
Tried it.
not even what you guys were talking about, but you see he kind of like is in this trance-like state, stops for a second, and realizes that the question he asked had nothing to do with the sentence that you guys were working on.
Is that
Almost as if he
Huh?
was in his own world.
what the invisible spider? Because they can cast spells. Maybe they can turn invisible with a spell.
You think one of those are in the town's bell tower?
Why don't we just
It
go look
certainly
at the
is
bell
certainly
tower?
is the MO of people suddenly disappearing.
Alright,
mean,
let's go to the bell tower and fight
Happened. I mean,
Moth minions. How about that?
It was,
Hopefully
it
it's-
wasn't the bell
hopefully,
tower where the spiders were.
hopefully this is not the same one we fought before.
It was like a church basement or something.
It was a church bell tower. Yeah.
Oh, the spiders were? I thought that was where the bell boy went missing.
Well, it might be connected.
There was a tower outside. Oh no, you're totally right. I'm sorry. There was a bell tower outside of town that the boy went missing at, and there's a. Wait, let me go back. Look.
There's a bell tower, the boy missing, and then in a church.
Oh
basement.
yeah. No. In the rafters of a church, there was face spiders. So at the top of a church, like in the rafters.
So they are phase spiders.
Oh fuck.
Maybe.
Let's go see them.
Oh.
Did you?
Did
Maybe a
what?
Drider's what kidnapped the child.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, let's check it out.
Before we do anything, hold on. I need each of you to take 10,000 gold.
Okay.
why certainly.
Yeah.
If you need any more help, just ask.
From me.
This is
Sure, I
Well, sorry,
suppose.
it is our gold, but please be very careful with your money. But this is your reward. As Kai cringes as he says reward. And then I need to drop another. I need to drop some money off at Junji's place now because they don't have money because it was taken.
Okay.
And then we can go kill spiders and do whatever you want.
Okay.
And we have to get back to our ship eventually.
Yep, and go north.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm trying to kill anything. But yeah, I guess add.
Who? Moth?
Queen of Moth.
Yeah. Are you scared of those two moths? Okay.
Your rolls say otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, I have those all the time.
I get regular farts.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, yeah, let's go drop this money off and go kill some spiders.
Yeah.
And I guess are we gonna find the bellboy? I don't really care about the bellboy.
I,
I
mean, we
care about the
probably should.
bellboy.
Yeah.
You care about the
mean-
bellboy? Okay, fine. We'll go
While
help a
we're
bellboy.
here.
Then we'll go
I
north.
care a lot.
You
about
just
the
want his
bellboy.
body.
No.
Oh, is that all you cared about?
No, I don't need his body.
Skeletons and
blood.
zombies all start trying to do like a laugh, but they can't
Also-
make noise, so they just don't laugh.
Does anybody want this Frostbrand longsword?
I'll take it.
Don't you have a fancy sword?
I mean, it's just basically a +1. Until I
Yeah,
get
me
my
too.
awesome sword.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
have your awesome sword right now.
No. That's
Yeah, I
one
mean, if you
thing I
want
wanna
it, go
on.
ahead.
Alright.
It is temporarily unknown to you. Unless you want
Okay.
to fight me for ownership like Ashan did.
I mean, I could, but I prefer not to.
I prefer my breath buyer. I draw my green sword. I finally named it.
Mm.
Sure, it was named something prior, but it gives
Yeah,
life
now.
and it takes. So, breath buyer sounds good.
What's the sword called again? Frost?
It's the Frostbrand longsword.
Frost
Right, it was a
brand, okay.
longsword, Gashan, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, cool.
Mine.
Maybe you should. If you're not gonna fight for it, you could rock, paper, scissors, make a game of it or something.
I mean, I'll play rock, paper, scissors.
Shoulder
Yeah,
crush
no sense
issues.
in just handing it off right now. That'd be too easy.
Okay. In Discord, type down your thing, and then we'll
Okay.
and on the count of 3, we'll do it at the
Which
same time.
chat? I just want to make sure which chat.
We'll do it in.
You can do it in the
Contemptibles.
Contemptible chat. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
On count of 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Damn it!
Okay, go again. Ready? Get your answer in.
Okay.
On. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Damn it.
Yes. Okay, you can borrow
no-
it for now.
Okay. Thank you.
The ownership's all I care about. I just like having things.
Okay. When I get that new sword, you definitely have it back.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to use it when you get the new sword, I don't care. You can dual wield.
Yeah, it does too.
What were you gonna say, Warren?
How close are we to where we have to drop the money off?
We'll say for the sake of brevity, you were walking on your way there, so probably next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I just want to drop it off and then we can leave. We don't need to do anything there. I'm just gonna give it to Uncle Gamo.
Technically, this Frostbrand sword, or not technically, it is the first attunement item William has gotten this whole campaign so far.
Hey.
Then you all added the 10,000 to your inventory, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Make it.
All right.
If you do it in platinum, it'll not weigh as much.
This can carry it.
'Cause it's like
And
a
also,
pound
for the sake
50
of
gold.
brevity, there are banks in the game that you could swap coinage at if you need. Just for the sake of it, we'll say that you guys stopped by one of them and did that. And you can turn it all into platinum if you really would like.
Yeah, I'd like to do
It's
that
10,000.
for brevity.
Yeah.
I have mine
It'll be a-
separated.
It'd be 1,000 platinum, basically.
You guys have never explored the banks per se because there hasn't really been a need for it. Just so everyone is aware, because this is knowledge that your characters all would have, there are generally 2 different kinds of banks in all of Elos, or at least Triumvirate. One's going to be like a high-end, high-security bank, and the other one's kind of a low-end, low-security bank. As low security as a bank could be, right? And the idea is, should you ever go into a portion of time where you need money, well, they're always there. But they're also there to store money as well.
There's also a Bank of Kai.
And the Bank of Kai, which is probably the most well-funded bank in all of Triumvirate, so. But eventually, after leaving House Buckwood, you've continued heading west once more, now passing by another tavern you guys haven't really been to yet, called the Angel's Ice. You pass by it, It looks more like a club, like a gentleman's club more than a tavern, but you pass by it anyway. You continue going into the Smith Meadow before you finally once more reach the Dragon's Hoard, where you go inside and Junji is not there, obviously, but there is Uncle Gamo, who seems to now be the one sitting at the front desk. He's sleeping currently. He's like,
I'll ring the bell on the front desk.
he's still sleeping.
Ah, shit.
You scream. He's starting to stir, and then you scream a little bit louder, and then he opens up one eye. Hey, Kai, welcome. Why did you ring the bell?
I did.
Oh. I'm sorry, Sonny. Hey, I was sleeping.
It's okay.
What's up?
So the Blackhorn place is being investigated by the guards. I handled it for the most part. If
I
anybody
see.
asks, Krator was killed by Bralos the Midi.
Okay.
You don't know any information on any of his other associates, and he
Don't know
gave
what associates
ownership.
you're talking about.
Yep, gave ownership of the Blackhorn to me, Kai, Brass Dragon's son.
Kai Brass
That's-
Dragon's son,
Yep.
aka the Dragon Turtle. Okay.
Done. Here is 800 platinum.
Holy shit. Alright,
Because
thanks,
the fund. Well, this is for the business. But
Kai.
if anybody asks and tries to take it for legal purposes, it is your personal money.
Okay.
Because the money was seized by the guards, and I got 50,000 of it back. But there's some other stuff being held. We'll get it back. But this is for the business, and you got to hire anybody, protection, whatever we need to do to run fights.
Alright, I'll continue running fights. Is there anything else you want to do other than run fights? Because we can run fights with this, and we can run cool ones with, like, you know, the same level that Krator is doing with, like, bringing monsters and stuff if we really wanted. Or we could do illegal stuff, you know, drugs or illegal
Let's keep
trafficking.
Small fights and entertainment for now, okay? No,
Okay,
nothing
yeah.
crazy. Because let's try to keep a low profile until we get the legal side of this going.
You guys up north up here, you work slow. Like slow.
Nah, well,
burn.
see, we're restarting, and you know, there's a lot of heat right now.
Okay, alright.
But
I get it.
let's keep. If we want to, you know, maybe once a week throw a big monster fight, go for it. But we got to make this
Yes,
8,000
yes.
last, and we got to make some profit. So I want to start
Back
slow.
in my day, Kai, back in my day, you were running fights. You were having whores. You were having illegal alcohol coming in. You were having drugs. You were doing it all, Kai. Down south, past the native thieves, oh boy. Different breed down there, Kai. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, you convinced me. We'll get the whores. We're not gonna get the drugs right now. Well, you can get some Baxasil, I guess.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Kai.
You know what, Uncle Camo? I trust you.
Yeah, that's a bad idea, Sonny boy, but I'm glad you
But-
do.
Hey, as long as you make us money and you don't get caught, we're good.
That's the best part about it. Getting caught, that's awful. You don't want to get caught. I've been caught before. You ever been caught?
Yes.
Getting caught's awful, let me tell you, son.
I just avoided
Them
the law a few
sales
minutes
are
ago
cold.
because they were trying to get some warrants on me.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have many outstanding warrants down in Greenlaw, so,
I would assume so. One day, I hope to reach your numbers.
well, you be safe out there and don't get caught. I'll make sure that we get some money rolling in, whether we're running fights or not. Alright,
And
Sonny?
then,
You
if
keep that right
anybody,
off your mind.
if anybody comes here, because I did inform the lieutenant and the people there that you are currently running things for me in my stead. When the Blackhorn place can open, we'll start getting that business going too.
Done. I'll make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Junji maybe will have to run one of these. I can't probably do both of them. Or I
Well,
can just hire someone.
Looked into hiring because we need to get some illegal hirelings on. So we can
now
start
we're
getting
talking.
some real business going.
Now you're talking, Kai. Now
The
you're
clerics for both locations. I already spoke to what's his name at what blacksmith were we just out?
Jobzoo's.
I talked to Jobzu about getting some business going.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
reach out to him for any
Look at
arms and
you.
armor until I'm back.
You're like a little kingpin, Kai. I'm so proud of you.
I know, it feels so cool.
All right. I'll get it going. I'll make sure Junji stays out of it. He was talking about going to the water anyway, so. All right.
And if
You
anything
don't wanna
happens,
get on
try
that
to
here,
get a
though.
message to me.
I can do my best.
Yeah.
I don't know many of those smart inclined folks around, but I can find
But yeah, you know the underground people to get me messages if you gotta.
them. Oh, yeah. If I gotta go to the sewers, it's a whole different realm down there, Kai. I could live down there.
I'll kind
Bet.
of reach over and give him a hug. Bye, Uncle Gamo. Don't die when I'm gone.
Bye. Love you lots, Kai. Love you lots. I'm proud of you, Kingpin. I'll see you when you're around, alright?
I will be back. And we'll be
All right,
richer than
Sonny
ever.
boy. We'll be richer than ever, Sonny. Alright, get out of here. Don't let the guards see you talking to me.
I'll
You
leave.
leave the dragon sword. Is there anyone else that would like to do anything inside of the dragon sword? Or are you all exiting back to the street?
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You walk back outside. It's about noon now. Where's your next destination?
You guys must be a pretty cool hanging out with me.
Sure.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Guy's growing up to be a regular businessman.
Also, ignore all that stuff he was talking about drugs. Just ignore all of it.
By the way, what's a whore?
Your mother.
Oh,
Ow!
No, they
1d4
are
fire
men
damage
or
right there.
women. Men or women who do sex for money.
they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
You need a hookup?
He gets really
I'm
red face
down.
and walk away.
I'm down to add pimp to my resume.
But you have to be careful. Sometimes curses follow them.
Eugene
Curses?
screams
Or,
out.
or you mean
"It's in
like
the budget!
diseases?
What did Eugene say?
It's in the budget!"
The budget.
Why we're on the way to the bell tower next. Let's take a stop along the way by the apothecary.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, we might need some antidote.
Probably not.
So, the apothecary in this town is called the Cobalt Clinic. It's on the northeast side of town. So, you continue walking. You're on the west side, so it takes you a little bit. You pass by the Dragon's Hoard and continue walking for a while. Getting onto the main road, you once more pass the Angel's Ice, that gentleman clubs from earlier, where the aforementioned horrors could probably be found. You pass by the entrance to the sewers, Buckwood Manor House again, pass by a barracks, Stallion Bank, a Cordelian Embassy, you pass by Meep's Dice Hall, another kind of gambling hall, but they only play dice here. You're not sure what illicit activities can be going on or whatnot, but it seemingly just seems to be a gambling hall. You pass by the Temple of the Old Gods, the Lounging Mind, the Mathbrook Bathhouse once more, where yes, Junji can be found outside. You go into the White Gate where you... Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, you're not passing the bathhouse. You're going north, passing the Temple of the Old Gods. You pass the Lounging Mind. Finally, going in the Sholmeg district, right in front of Sorolus Bank is Cobalt Clinic. and it's well, stone building. It looks like it's got a lot of vines growing underneath, breaking the foundation a little bit, ruining the wall structure. The roof is kind of collapsing slightly inward, but it's still structurally sound. It seems like there's just a lot of weight being put onto the support structures in here. And when you walk inside, it's very clear why, because all of the pillars and walls of this building are just filled with flora, whether it's potted plants on shelves or vines wrapping around support columns. Pretty much everything is green inside of here. You also see that there's like it almost looks like a fawn, like a deer, a baby deer around it, and there's a kobold behind the counter. Huh? Customers?
Potentially. I've come to look at your distillates.
Oh, tinctures. Tinctures for sickness?
No. Do you have any just raw ingredients?
Perhaps. What ingredient?
Belladonna.
Ooh. Yes, we have that.
What
Mm,
about arsenic?
We have that.
Wyvern poison?
Ooh, expensive, but we have that.
I'll take them all.
Okay. How much?
How much do you have of each?
He holds up his hands, looks at them, makes a large bundle, kind of imitating it with charades with his hands. That much?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Be right back. Disappears
What
into
do
the
you
wood.
need all that for?
While he's gone, you didn't even haggle with him.
Why would I?
Then go on the money.
What do you need these for?
For alchemical purposes.
Can a lady not have flowers?
Arsenic well, belladonna is a poisonous flower.
We'll go ahead and roll a nature check. for me.
Who?
You.
Oh, me?
You. Yeah.
8. Rolled real shit
Yeah,
today.
you know that belladonna is part of the nightshade family, which can be used in actually a lot of medicines as well as a lot of poisons. It can make people sick, or it can actually cure
That's true.
sicknesses.
Poison,
Um,
medicine, and poison can, depending on the dosage.
You also don't know what arsenic is. You have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about arsenic. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going
I'm
to,
just
but I
letting
like.
you know.
But extrapolation, I assume it's poison of some sort.
Eventually, the kobold comes back with what looks to be about 5 pounds of belladonna flowers, not tinctured, not in anything other than just a wrapping, and has just a fuckload of flowers and puts them down. He does produce 6 vials of like this metallic substance, which is your arsenic. And then he puts a single vial on the counter.
That's all the wyvern venom you got.
How much need?
This much should do. Shouldn't need much for what it's gonna be used for. I need a fresher supply eventually, though. Do you happen to know where you get yours?
South.
South.
Dale
Where
lands,
exactly?
rides, wyverns.
Dalelands.
I'm grimacing towards Kilomir, like, what is she buying?
This should do for now. I'll get a fresher supply later on.
From what little I know, it's poison.
He shrugs. Flowers, 1 gold. Medal, 600 gold. Poison, 1,200 gold.
Very well.
Okay. You do the exchange?
1,601 gold.
Correct.
Done.
Thank you for your business. If you need more flowers or more stuff, you just let me know. I find all sorts of stuff out there.
What is your inventory of any giant moths? Any glands?
Some came in last week.
Well, if you're
Last
looking,
week.
if you're looking for glands, I have a fire gland from the chimera we fought.
No, I need them from moths. Where do you get your moth supply from? Where does it come?
He kind of squints slightly. You're not going to kill off all of supply, are you?
No, I only need 1 or 2.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
18.
18. They can be found north of Hollyton and south of Hollyton, but I get mine at Eldham.
Eldham can be found south of Hollyton. Excellent.
You want to know how to bait them?
Sure. I'm not familiar with it. Any tips would be appreciated.
He smiles. Go to General Goods, Mau Maugs. Purchase 1 yard of cloth. Lay out cloth in middle of the night.
Excellent.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you. Adelaide
Thank
will
you.
Worm will walk out inventorying her stuff and pass it off to Maggot to hold.
Okay. You pass it to Maggot, and Maggot looks at you with this expressionless face and continues to hold it.
Well, if you need help preparing it, I have some experience with an alchemist kit. And I have a
Did you
poisonous
pay
kit.
for that with the money
I
I
did
just
pay for
gave
it.
you?
Yes, that's the first money I've had in quite some time. First
How
time
much
I've
was
been
it?
able to procure golds. 1,601 pieces of gold.
Or a flower?
A lot of flowers.
I'm marking it down. Don't worry for tax purposes.
For belladonna, arsenic, and wyvern venom. The belladonna found it on my own. I just didn't feel like it.
Okay. Just keep that vial away from any drinks I have.
1,601.
1,601 gold.
8,399 left.
Oh, some fast calculating you did there, Kai.
Yeah, man, I know my money.
Not true.
So, after purchasing from the Cobalt Clinic, is there anything anyone else would like to do on site here, or would you like to continue your adventure elsewhere?
We're heading to the bell tower.
The church.
Well, the bell tower, or the church bell tower, because the ones with the spiders and the ones are different. Bell tower is
church
the
Yeah,
missing
the
kid.
church. church rafter or the bell tower. Yeah.
Which one has the missing kid and which one has the spiders?
The
or
bell
is it
tower
both?
has
Church
got the missing
rafter.
kid.
Yeah, the church rafter is the spiders.
Well, they might both
Church
be spiders, but
rafters.
we don't know.
Church rafters is the spiders, bell tower is the missing kid.
I think
Sounds
the bell tower's outside of town, so it's probably better to do the church rafters first.
I agree.
Alright.
Let's go to the church rafters first, bell tower after.
All right.
Let's hope church service is ending soon.
We might be able to get some venom out of those spiders.
We could become the main show
Is this
if anyone
in
falls
church?
through the rafters.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of churches in town. I think, yeah, for the sake of it, we'll say that it was pointed out which one it would be, and it was south of the bread district, and it's the Temple of the Old Gods.
Oh,
They say.
I
what
wonder
kind of
if
kid
they're
was
stationed
taken?
at the altar of Coralin. As
What were you
a
gonna say, Worm?
Did they say what kind of kid was taken?
One with a
Uh,
soul.
I think it was the kid of the bell tower keeper.
They didn't say what the kid. Let me double check.
I think he's the son of the keeper.
Young Thalen disappeared near the old bell tower. It's 15 gold upon his safe return.
Human, elf? We don't know.
No idea.
Okay,
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a kid.
it does.
Oh, it does?
Do like a history check to see if I know the family.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and roll a history check.
I didn't really go to a lot of churches and bell towers, so I probably don't. But 17.
17. You've heard the name Thalen before, but it wasn't a typical like church family. I mean, they went to church for different reasons, but young Thalen was actually a boy of the stylish flax. Like he was one of their children.
They're the boy of the stylish flags, but I don't know what he was.
I suppose we'll find out.
Do you need like specific
Okay.
people's blood?
Kind of, yeah.
William is just eyeing one right now.
That vial costs 1,000 gold.
Wyvern
Must be
poison is
very potent.
very potent. You do not need a lot for it
So-
to kill you.
What you're
Stab it.
using it for?
To kill someone.
Yeah, it's what it says on the label.
Oh.
Can you try it on me?
Why would you
Why?
be tempted
Try
to
it
do
on
that?
you?
It wouldn't work.
Why would you
Why?
be tempted
Try
to
it
do
on
that?
you?
It wouldn't work anyway. I'm immune to poison.
It's also, I just spent a lot of money you weren't very happy about.
True.
The amount it would take to possibly kill you would probably be about $400.
Yeah, not worth it. Yeah, not worth it.
I guess there's technically no difference between poison and holy fire. It just
Yeah.
sounds weird.
But I got fire gland right here.
Okay.
What do you
Find the
plan to
church.
do with that?
I don't know. I took it off the.
Or
that
sell it real
Chimera.
fast?
Probably could have sold it at the apothecary.
Well, we still have a couple of days, so
Alright.
We could always turn back and sell it now. It's only a small boy waiting for us to save him.
I said. I mean, this gland, like I said, the gland's still good for a couple of days.
Alright. Let's
I think
take
the
care of
life
these
is more
spiders.
important.
So we can
I can
save
freeze
that
it, try to
kid.
freeze it for you.
Oh yeah, probably if I put it in the cooling bag, it would probably keep it longer.
Oh, I don't have a cooling bag. I meant like breathing ice on it. But that might also destroy it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Our
have a
captain
cooling
have
bag.
a freezing bag?
I think the captain's got it.
Could we put it in there?
Let's see.
It's like the bag of chilling or something.
Holding.
Holding.
It's like a bag of holding that keeps things cold.
Holding.
Holding, yeah, we just said.
I remember we got one at some point.
Well, I know we got one in another campaign, but
Let me double check.
I know that's
Keeps things
we
cold.
have vials of troll's blood in it too.
Oh yeah.
I'm not familiar if that actually works in keeping ingredients.
No, there's a type of bag that keeps things cold that we have.
It keeps them cold, but a lot of recipes, and Worm will roll her eyes, call for things to be used in a certain amount of time, regardless of how fresh they are.
Ah, you wizards in your spell books.
Takshi doesn't seem to have any bag of holding. I think the other party does have one though.
I could have sworn we picked one up because I remember we put a couple of vials of troll's blood in it when we were in the Horsfrost. Like there was the
Yeah,
frost troll.
Maybe we sold it.
I don't
You
recall
might have
us
sold it.
ever selling it.
Because I know we got it from or around that frost troll that did a spin attack on all of us.
And then we put like that orca meat in there too for a time.
I don't see it on his
'Cause-
stuff.
Because there was some
Someone
loot
says
the
it?
troll had from killing other people, and that was among them.
It wasn't part of like pin stuff, right?
It could have been Pygmalion.
Oh, it's probably part of pin stuff.
So whoever has
We do
pin
not have
stuff.
pin stuff.
I think Kai. I think we gave it to Kai.
No, I took Don's stuff.
Yeah, pin stuff is still
Oh.
out there, I think.
Oh, I took pin stuff,
'Cause-
and I gave away his wand, but I
Oh,
gave
that's
I
right,
thought I
you
gave
did.
pin stuff to Kai, but it wasn't all listed out. It was like that pin stuff. I didn't know what pin
Yeah,
had.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I ever went into his
Yeah.
inventory then. I'm down to take his
see.
stuff. That's up to Devin.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, yeah, I have a picture of it, I think. If I could find that.
No, they just have
Oh, no,
the
no.
bell branch. Yeah, I don't see it on them. I don't think any. This party. Yeah, you might have sold it.
I think someone took a picture of pin stuff when we were transferring inventory, but I don't remember.
I still have access to pin stuff, and I'm looking through their stuff, and I don't see anything.
But I know I was given a picture of Don's stuff.
I have Don's stuff.
Ah.
I'm looking through, and I don't see the bag of holding either. Let me double check. Kadrove doesn't have it. No. Yeah, I don't know. For the purpose of this, we'll say you guys don't have it, just because no one has it in their inventory currently, and it might have gotten sold. Not to say that you can't find another one, it's just finding a magical dealer that will actually give you one.
Yeah.
But for the purposes of what Worm needs it for, she is correct. A lot of recipes involve time crunches for a lot of the ingredients involved. So you guys are heading to the church first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, heading back across town. For the sake of brevity, passing by. Most of the town, by the way, has been kind of complimenting you guys. Every now and then, you'll find a guy that was like, "Oh, great, saw you in the fight the other day," you know, or like one guy will just recognize Kai and being the dragon turtle, and he'll be like, "Holy shit, look, there's a dragon turtle!" And everyone's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" You guys are generally like at the talk of the town currently as you're making your way eastward, and you pass by the Spin Sacrifice, the Stylish Flax, the House Bookwood Manor again. Eventually passing by the Ironmonger all the way to this Temple of the Old Gods, and the doors are currently shut and have been boarded up, and there is a single guard standing post here. With a cleric next to him. You guys approach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys approach this temple of the old gods, looking at the guard and this cleric. The cleric seems to be a. Oh, give me a second. Well, anyway, I'll tell you what he worships in just a second. But the guard looks at you all. Sorry, church is off limits for right now. There's been an incident.
So we've heard.
Spiders.
We're exterminators.
Apparently. Exterminators, huh? What, you have a
Yeah, I
company in
went to
town or
the
something?
legal office. They told us this needed to be done.
It is needing to be done. Alright, you all seem like you're armed and capable.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be locking you in. Any opposition to that?
Nope, I can just break us out if I need to.
Where was the spider's last seen?
Well, they weren't really seen. That's the problem.
Well, where did the incident happen? Like, where in the
Inside.
church?
Right inside.
Oh, right behind the door?
No, not right behind the door, but like, there's a few bodies here and there scattered throughout the pews. We've already cleaned up after it, but
I mean, were there any particular altars dedicated to particular deities that were paid more attention to than others?
the cleric shakes his head. No, everything was as normal, as perfect as can be, and suddenly there's fucking spiders.
I wonder where they came from.
We'll find out. Maybe we'll do some investigating while we're in there after we kill them.
He worships Gond, the god of craft. But the guard looks at you all, studies you all. Yeah, you seem like capable folk. Alright. He starts unboarding the door to the church. He opens the door. There's a lot of very clean pews in front of you. A lot of, I mean, it looks like there was definitely a scuffle here. Some of the pews are broken, but everything seems to be in general good order. You're looking up at the rafters, and they're pretty high up. They're about 40 feet up. There is a staircase that leads up to the rafters.
That's our token. Up.
Think
Climb
we
the
get the top
staircase.
on them?
You tried.
I might as well stay down here. But
Yeah,
yeah,
probably better off staying down here too.
try to
Oh,
push
God.
it off the rafters. Oh
The
my.
world is merging
What the
together.
heck happened?
The
Okay,
multiverse.
I thought that was mine.
This is not the table I need.
That's like transition to a battle screen.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, going with...
Hmm.
I think this
Is that one Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that doesn't narrow it down.
I know.
8, not
One out of like
no.
30
8,
games.
8 or not.
No, neither.
Not 8.
I was going for 4.
Uh,
I don't know if you ever played 4.
Never. I don't think I played it, unless it's the one where the guy rides a chocobo.
I mean, starting
Hey,
Final Fantasy
okay,
II, they
never
all had
mind.
chocobos.
The one your name is like Baltz or something.
That's 5.
I don't know if anybody here plays Magic, but the Final Fantasy that comes out in like a month.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I haven't played in a while, but I might start collecting again just for that.
Excited. Want to build a Chocobo deck? You got a bird commander.
What?
Yeah, they have like the whole deck is just legendary creatures. It's all like Vincent's in it, fucking Cloud, Sephiroth, fucking.
I wonder if Agrius is in there, because then
Oh.
give him chocobo.
It's like
above the
it's like a
chocobos.
bunch of the games.
I
Is
saw a
Agrius-
land card.
Is Agrius
Final
and
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy Tactics is for depicted riding a chocobo, so I wonder if that would be.
Like they have the
Leader.
Buster Sword in there now. They have like Reno and Rude,
Oh, nice.
Sarah, Titus is in it. Loud, of course.
So yeah, so there's gonna be a Buster Sword. There's gonna be Lionheart.
Emmett,
Equipment.
Minwu.
Is Kefka coming?
They have to
No,
put
he's-
Kefka in there.
Squall,
Kefka Palazzo.
Jekt.
Why is Jack so popular outside of this game? He's a cool character, but he's in like every Final Fantasy game that has that's like Smash Bros.
Well, 'cause he
Dissidia.
was a pretty big character in 10, and because he was basically like the opposite of Titus.
Yeah, I guess.
And if Titus is involved, you know his father's gonna be in it too.
Ah, there's so many. Yeah, Kefka's there. Yeah, Kefka, Dancing Mad. Black
Nice.
red legendary creatures cost 7 mana.
That's it.
That makes sense.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, for a legendary
7 mana,
creature.
6/6. No, I mean legendary creatures are like there's like a 2 mana one, like Krill is a 2 mana one. There's a bunch of like low mana legendary creatures now.
Because I remember,
Red-
because I played
Red
back in
13.
like the Urza block, so I remember legendary creatures cost a shit ton of mana.
Yeah. They kind of fluctuate now. Depends on their power abilities, like essentially.
Like it's that Krona,
Yeah.
All Color Dragon.
Mm-hmm. So many fucking legendary creatures.
Well, there's a lot of
Fuck.
named characters going to be in there. So.
Yeah, there's so many. It's like I'm pretty sure there's more in this than the Lord of the Rings set.
Wow. Okay.
There's more in. Yeah, if you go to a website called Mythic Spoilers, they show them all.
So we're gonna get into this in just a second. I was setting up the map, sorry. Everyone, if you'd like, go ahead and we're probably gonna have to end here in a little bit. What is it? 4 or 5? Yeah. We'll probably end here in a little bit, but this is gonna be a quick, short combat. Hopefully, we'll see what ends up happening, and then we'll end shortly after that. But right now, I think we should all take a 5-minute break, go get a refresher, go get some drinks, go to the bathroom, do whatever we gotta do, wake ourselves up, and then we'll push through this fight, and then we'll call it there.
All right.
Yeah, what should I do? I still can't get the katana there.
Oh yeah, is it not there? What the fuck?
No.
All right. Well, I'll be right
I
back.
made it. Yeah, no worries. Why is it not popping up? Oh, homebrew. There we go.
Oh, was the homebrew tag not on?
Yeah.
Yep, there it
Okay,
is.
Now it's there. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll get into this stuff in just a second. I'm gonna use the bathroom and go do stuff myself. Okay, I'm just gonna smoke and then we're gonna do roll call.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ew.
Also, Gishan, so that sword, it will, we'll see how it works initially, because it might be a little too busted, but we'll find out after. Not using just this combat, we'll use a few combats because, I don't know how high you can actually roll technically, and a lot of enemies ACs. I don't know. You might be doing a fuckload of damage
Okay.
because
No, I
like every
gotcha.
couple turns, like if you action surged, you could probably get 4 chances to hit above their AC, and if only 2 of them hit above the AC, that's 8 extra damage dice. So it's effectively like that's a lot of damage, especially because
You're
it's
right.
a D12, I think. No, it's D10. So it's average.
Well,
No, it should be okay.
It's a D8.
But you're using it two. Oh no, one-handed, right? So
Yeah.
it would be D8. Yeah. Okay. So it should be okay then.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll just figure it out.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I believe, because yeah, that kind of sword is just it's a little funky to try to balance.
Mhm.
But I want it
gotcha.
to be badass. I want it to be perfect, like for a wandering Ronin swordsman type. So
It's perfect. I'm excited to see how it works. But like, yeah, it's if we have to like adjust it or whatever, that's fine.
yeah.
It's only when you score like you're critical or something, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's only when you score a crit and then you have to roll above the AC of the enemy again, I think. Without
really
any
just depends
advantage or disadvantage.
It probably really just depends on how often he crits, right?
That's true.
But
Actually,
I guess
it's
as a fighter,
it's not as bad as
as
I
a
thought.
fighter,
I
you
thought
have the
about it.
highest chance to
So
crit.
you want to make it a point
Yeah.
to stun them, stun or paralyze the enemy.
So actually, no, now I think about it,
Well, he
it's
doesn't get
actually
advantage.
not that bad.
Well,
'Cause he doesn't get-
paralysis,
so
I
what-
think, is automatic crit.
Well,
Oh,
right.
true.
But if you were to crit, right, which you can do on like a 19 or 20, I believe, then you have to roll another d20, right, and then roll above the enemy's AC. So if you're facing like a big badass boss, you just have to naturally roll above their AC, which sometimes is like 20 or 19. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me double check the sword.
Like, roll to confirm crit.
It's the group slayer.
Yeah, it's like
The
confirming
crowd
your critical
slayer.
basically, and then it does a fuckload of damage. So
I'm not sure I have improved critical. I'm just trying to look at that.
Depends on what type of warrior fighter you are.
Yeah, I'm Eldritch Knight, so I'm not sure I even have that.
Nah, yeah, that's champion you're thinking of.
okay, but it is an attack roll, so whatever bonuses you get to that roll, is what you'll do. So basically, you're making another attack after you're making a crit, and
Right.
there's no advantage or disadvantage to it, and then that's what you're going to use to determine whether you can get the 4 damage dice.
Gotcha.
And then it would be called a perfect strike.
Isn't there like a feat you can take that does that too?
Yeah.
I know there's
What,
a
the-
weapon that
the
also
reduced
increases
critical?
the range, critical range.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple different things, I think. I think like the butcher's bib is an item that does it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so as you all begin to walk into this chapel, this church of the old gods, the second the final person crosses the threshold, the door is shut behind them, and you can quickly hear the sounds of boards once more being nailed onto the door to keep it closed. You look at all the windows; they're also boarded up. A lot of the stained glass is intact. However, there's some portions that have been shattered, whether by spiders or people, you're not quite certain, but eventually you realize that there's, I said staircase earlier, it's not really a staircase, it's a ladder. It's like a hatch, it goes all the way up into the rafters, and once you are up here, you begin looking around. Like I said, there's about a 40-foot drop from where you currently are to the bottom. Not necessarily a deadly distance, but in the right circumstance it could be. And there are these precariously placed wooden, it looks like there's a string, or a rope rather, that's tied to the center that goes down into the bottom portions of this chapel, so that one of the priests can just ring it from down below.
I'm gonna try to put my
You
hands on the
know?
bell itself and push it so it moves.
Okay, go ahead and roll a athletics check.
A 9.
And push it, but the ball is, it's not pushed fast enough, so it doesn't ring against the ball in the center. So you're just pushing the ball and the bell, and then you let go, and it all swings in one uniform pace, and it doesn't actually ring.
Hold the rope.
I grab. Is the rope pullable from up here?
You lean over the hole a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely grabbable.
I'll pull that.
You grab a hold of the rope and you ring the bell.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. People start looking up.
I'll carefully watch the rafters for any movement.
What are you looking at?
People start going inside. People are like taking breaks on businesses, and other people are opening up businesses.
Oh, I always wanted to do that. You guys found the spider yet?
Is it familiar? It seems familiar because it rings a bell.
Gotta move up this way.
The silence is deafening.
You begin to move up. You're feeling the floorboards, Kai, and it's certainly walkable in this thick area right here, but the second it gets to the 5-foot range, and when you start entering into this area, it starts to become difficult terrain.
Okay.
Nothing so far.
I will activate my Ring of Red Fury.
Oh,
Now I am
okay.
not affected by difficult terrain.
There you go.
I'm not affected by difficult terrain either because of my ability.
I think it's just because
Ranger
of my
thing.
size, he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's web, you mean.
It's not webbed.
cautionary. It's just we have to squeeze.
Yeah. Yep. Like you're balancing, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
With
blind sight of 10
con
feet,
save.
so if anything invisible comes within 10 feet of me, that isn't
I'll move back
behind
over
total
here.
cover.
Wow, I don't fail my con saving throw, so I
Oh shit!
don't get exhaustion.
Hell yeah!
All right. So, if we were spiders, we would like to nest probably up here, right?
Anything what I
Happening.
thought.
Probably the opposite corner as where people go to the bell.
Can I see where the altar
Who's-
of Corellin Letharian is positioned from here?
From up here, go ahead and roll a perception check. Also, where are you walking to?
Just gonna walk square. Well, I'm gonna look down from where I'm at and try and get a.
Okay. Yeah, you see the altar of Corellin Letharian.
Where would
laying
it be?
down on the floor? For the purpose of this, we'll say it's right here.
Put down, right? Because we're in the rafters.
Oh, where the circle
Wait,
is?
yeah, you're on the rafters currently. Yeah.
That might. I point out the altar, and I said that might be where the spiders are.
What?
Well, that's below us.
I mean, above, like position above
Oh,
where
yeah,
that
yeah.
is, or around that
A
area.
statue. All right. You go first, Kilomir.
Yeah, I guess I'll. I mean, Ranger's
You're
not.
good at this, right?
Yeah, but I shouldn't be at the front since I'm the ranged guy.
All right. I can.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
go
I'm not
first, I'll
afraid
be
of
right
heights.
behind you. I'll give you backup.
Go this way.
All right. Yeah.
Clear room for you
Yeah, I
guys.
can do that. It's just like a ship.
Yeah, you've plenty of experience with this.
So, you guys begin to maneuver yourselves into formation of sorts. You guys can move your characters where you would like to be.
Yeah, wherever Razarin moves, I'll be right behind him. Should
When-
provide him
Alright.
extra
So,
eyesight.
Razrin, you're starting to walk on the plank right here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go like the diagonal route to the other end instead
The
of
second
the.
that you step, yeah, the second you step on this rafter, you immediately feel your foot heavy, and you look down, and there are webs apparating everywhere you step.
I had a
and you're
feeling the
within
webs are
sword.
invisible.
Then, the second that you've also stepped on these webs, you are attacked. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't the first one to go out there.
Yeah, it would have been a classic Kilomir moment.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this shit?
Wow, you rolled this.
God damn, well, let's just hope that's the only natural one I rolled today.
At least you go before I do.
Oh, well, you rolled on 1 too?
No, I rolled a 6 for the same thing.
Oh, jeez.
Don't worry, I think Worm can talk to them.
I mean, I could talk to animals
What?
too. Oh, wait, they're the monstrosities, never mind. I can't talk to them, they're not beasts.
One, two, three, four, five. Okay. William, what'd you roll? You,
Me?
William?
So yeah, 14.
14. Sorry. Rezarin.
I rolled a 6.
Kilomir, what'd you roll?
I also rolled a 6, but I have higher dex, so I go before Raz.
Alright.
So I'm not complete
Gotcha.
last place.
Kai. What'd you roll?
21.
21. Kashan, what'd you roll?
16.
16. And Worm, would you roll?
Let me go back and look.
Four.
It wasn't high. Yeah, 4.
Wow.
I
Someone
don't
rolled
go
lower
last.
than us. Holy shit. Wealth has cursed us, apparently.
Okay. So, they will get a surprise round because even though you're expecting them to sort of be here, they do attack from an invisible state. Let's see here. Okay. Yep. All right. So the first wave of initiative is going to go through. This one's going to try to bite you, Razrin. First one will miss. Second one will also miss. This one is going to go after you, Gishan.
Okay.
9, 20, 22, 23. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And a...
Actually, no. I will. Actually, no. That won't do it. Yeah, that'll still hit. Sorry.
Okay, and then a 13, which I think will miss.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Alright, so we'll do the one hit first. So the damage, then I'll tell you what happens. Okay. You take 13 points of piercing.
Okay.
And 9 points of poison damage. Miss at 21.
That'll hit.
Will that hit? Okay.
There we go. Looks like it's back to normal.
Yes.
I'm immune to poison.
And no poison.
Uh-oh.
And then he disappears.
I got my monk heavily body thing, so I'm immune to poison and disease now.
Those are right there.
Wait, did we level up?
No, that was just for my last level up.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
It's never become a thing to use until now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, this one will go invisible. This one will go invisible. Kai. As you're trying to fend off, it's going to your position. Eventually, the phase spider phases back into existence on your plane of existence, attacks you, and then immediately disappears again.
Cool. I'm just gonna walk this way, expecting to run into a body,
You run into nothing.
and then I will punch this spider. That's 15 feet. Oh, I actually have to move it this way.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll punch this. I'll kind of balance on this beam. My little toe, my big toes.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like an exercise for you, basically. You've done this stuff before.
Yep. And I'll punch. And as I punch, the tattoo will extend into like an inky lightning bolt. And I'll punch this guy.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make an attack.
13.
A 13 barely misses.
I'll
As your
spend
lightning
2.
bolt starts to come through, it phases out of existence and then phases back in right as the attack is passed.
I will spend 2 key points then to increase that a hit by 1. Make it 14 to hit.
Okay. 14 will hit.
Okay.
Use the lightning from your attack, but then your fist follows it and smacks right into it.
Because I also have. My proficiency right now. so there's an additional 1d6 on it from my Eldritch Claw, and an additional 4 from my proficiency. So let me roll the Eldritch Claw. That comes out as damage. Okay, so it's going to be 16 lightning, 12 plus 4, and then 5 force.
Okay. Yeah, that will all go through as your punch follows through with the lightning and smacks right into it. The phase spider kind of blinks for a second, flickers almost like a glitch in reality, and then continues to stay there. Not invisible or anything.
On that as well.
Okay. It's a
My
con save
new-
of...
I gotta double check because it's now a con save of. Oh, does it not automatic? I gotta see if this. I think it's 18 now.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I don't know if this bell
I think
automatically puts it on my save. If he rolled an
It
18, he
should,
still
yeah.
succeeds.
Yeah, any team will succeed. So it does resist getting stunned, but it does kind of glitch out for a second, and it is effectively bloodied at this point in time. You see a lot of its legs are busted from your single punch.
Then I will make
So your turn?
my. Nope, I have my
Okay,
second attack
second
still. Checking something. Sorry, no, it doesn't automatically increase it for some reason. So the save is 18.
Yep. So he will success.
Because I just unattuned to it to check fast.
Okay, yeah, 18.
Just so I know for the future. And then second attack will be a natural 1.
Ooh yeah. Roll dexterity saving throw. A DC 10.
So I can't fail unless I roll a 1. 12.
Okay. You never know. Yeah, so
Yeah, literally the only way I can fail that is a natural 1.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're like bouncing on the thing, right? And you're trying to attack this phase spider, and at some point you swing so hard you almost lose your own balance.
Ah, shit.
And if it almost gets to the point where you're about to fall off, but then you literally just do a handstand on top of the balance thing for a second, and then catch yourself, get your balance, and then flip back to where your normal fighting stature would be. You're Kai. You've done this stuff before. But is that your turn?
That is. No, I will move 1 step forward. That's my turn.
Okay. Yep. Using 10 feet of movement because it's difficult to ring. Oh no.
I'm
yeah.
immune to it. Because of the ring or
You're immune to it,
we do.
yeah. Exactly. All right. Gashan, you're up. The one that had attacked you previously is no longer there. However, there is one off in the distance. Should you choose to make it your target?
I could see this one over here then, right?
Yeah, the ones that are flipped you can't see. The ones that are good to go.
All
you can see.
right. I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
This is also difficult
30.
terrain, by the way.
Okay, that's so half movement, right?
Yep, correct.
5, 10, 15. Would you say I'm within 30 feet?
5,
Yeah,
10,
okay.
15, 20, yeah.
I will bonus action Misty Step, if possible, to right here.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and take an attack.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make your attack.
13 on the first attack.
Barely miss.
Damn. Second attack. I think that'll miss as well with an 8.
Not
Yep,
again.
these spiders
And,
are slippery.
And the poison's also messing with my vision, I'd say. With the third attack is a natural 1, so why not?
Oh my god.
Ooh, hell yeah.
You haven't held this
Okay.
blade in a while, you know?
It's been a while. Yep.
Exactly. It's been a while.
I'm balancing my
Been a while.
vision.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. DC 10.
I made it 10.
Okay. So there's a moment where you like are trying to slash at this phase spider, and it's phasing in and out of existence, and every time your blade is about to make contact, it vanishes, and it's pissing you off, and you're losing your warrior mojo, and eventually your foot just slips, and then you go to reach out with your hand, because you only have one arm. You stick your blade into the side of the wood to try to right yourself, but you're still falling, so you grab a hold of the wood with one arm, swing around it, and basically flip back onto where you're supposed to be, and then pull your sword out of the wood. You're still here.
Fuck yeah. That's still cool, even though I missed, and that'll end my turn.
Alright. Following that, it's your turn, William. What would you like to do?
Alright. I am just gonna move right. Actually, I'll just move over one. And then I'm gonna shoot my 3 Eldritch Blasts, 2 at the one Gashan's fighting, and 1 at Kai.
Alright.
First one is a natural 20.
Yeah.
I'll just roll the
Yeah.
damage for that real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah, go for it.
16 damage,
Ooh.
and then I'll roll the quit.
Yeah, go for it.
4.
Hilarious.
Give it- Oh, I lose the leg.
Yeah,
That'd be hilarious. What?
You use your Eldritch Blast, and it swings past Gashan here and slams right through, almost like a meteor hitting a forest. It goes right through all 4 of the legs on its left side, completely severing all of them, leaving it just the right 4 legs to kind of limpingly maneuver around. It is hurting.
And then that was
it's not
just the
dead
first
yet.
one.
Yep.
Let's see if I hit again. Nope, natural 1 for 9. Keep
Roll
rolling
dexterity
1.
saving throw.
That-
3 natural ones almost.
A natural
That's
1.
sick.
Yeah, it's 4
Yeah,
natural
okay.
ones.
Hey, at least we got this session instead of the last one.
Yeah.
As you swing your Eldritch Blast and it slams through the legs of this phase spider, you're so in awe of this happening that you like turn around to make sure everyone saw this, and then you like back up slightly and completely. Oh no, you were right here. I thought you were Razarin.
Yeah, I'm
oh
over
no,
there.
you don't have to make a dex save. You don't have to make a
Okay.
dex save.
Okay. Cool.
But
I was so in awe.
high or low?
High.
You're good.
And then the third one will go after the one. Natural 20 again.
What is happening? Are we in mechanics?
Okay.
He hacked
Well,
D&D Beyond.
16 damage.
And
then I'll,
in front of Kai.
Yeah, on Kai, and I rolled a 14 for the damage, the injury. So I think that's a
Okay,
good
so
one
it does have a festering wound.
okay.
And its hit point max has been reduced.
Oh, cool. I mean, and then yeah, 16 damage.
yeah. You throw another Eldritch Blast. This time, almost like backing yourself into the wall and knocking yourself out accidentally. You're good. You're like looking around. You swing your Firebolt at the other, or sorry, your Eldritch Blast at the other spider right here, and it completely pops like 2 of its eyes on its frontal portion of its head, and it's got like this festering wound now where a lot of like the poison sacs and its jaws have just completely exploded on itself.
Alright.
No.
I think that's my turn.
Okay. Eventful. Alright. Following that, the phase spiders will come through.
Oh.
They're going to bonus action appear right there. There, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Right here. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so this one's going to attempt to attack you, Kai.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
And the 10. So do damage. Luckily, you're immune to the poison, so you only take 16, 17, 19 points of piercing damage. It's already been doubled. Okay.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Okay. So you now have an internal injury. So unless you receive magical healing, whenever you attempt an action in combat, make a con save, DC 15. On a failed save, you lose your action, and you can't use reactions. As you're kind of expecting where this spider is going to be at, it teleports. Not really teleports. It kind of moves in the ethereal plane and then comes back in, all within seconds, right? And it juts outwards with its claws, and they pierce into your ribs, and you feel the pinchers snap together as it takes three of your ribs, completely rips them out of your body, and you see that there's now a hole in your body with 3 ribs sticking out, broken, shattered. You feel blood beginning to gush out of your carcass. It hurts for sure. But ultimately you're still good. The poison that were a part of its fangs would have begun to seep into your organs and stuff, but your organs are immune to it. Then, scared out of its mind, goes back to your plane. This one's going to attack you, Gishan. Natural 1, so we'll roll this. Okay. Alright. It looks like it goes to lunge at you, Gishan. And you stick out your blade right in time to like smack it, and you're expecting to do like a cutting strike to slice it in half, but it effectively doesn't go through the actual carapace of the spider, and you just send it right off the edge. It takes falls about 40. Oh no, wait. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it falls about 40 feet, and then you hear a sickening crunch as a lot of its legs just fold underneath it, and it bounces, and then it slowly starts to limp and get back up, starts to maneuver. It would go this way just for the sake of it. It's underneath you currently, towards the entrance. Okay. This one is going to attempt to attack you, Razarin. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And a 16 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. 13 points of piercing damage, and you're not immune to poison or anything, right?
I am not.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You take 11 points of poison damage. And if anyone is reduced to 0 from this, let me know. Then is going to disappear. This one is going to attempt to attack you, William.
Yep.
A 24 to hit.
Yep.
And a natural 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. We'll find out what happens.
Karma.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a lot of crit fails.
There's a lot, yeah,
what
there's
the
a lot
fuck
of,
is happening?
there's a lot of 21s
Yeah.
right now.
This is a crunchy session.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just do the regular one first. 6 points of piercing.
Okay.
And 13 points of poison.
Okay.
Second one is the crit.
Yep.
15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Only 10 points of poison damage.
Okay. I'm almost bloodied, but not quite.
Then yeah. Same thing. It's almost like these things know where to attack as the vital portions of a human so that they can take them down. It phases in and out of existence for a second and grabs a hold of your chest, William, and you feel its pincers pierce through your skin, enter into your organs, and grab a hold of 3 ribs and snap them, crushing them all 3 in half and breaking them and ripping out your flesh. You feel your organs kind of jostle for a second, and you look down to make sure you have all of them. A few of them are sticking out. You push them back in, but it hurts a lot. You now have an eternal injury. Whenever you attempt an action in combat, make a con save.
Okay.
On a failed save, you lose your action and can't use your reactions.
Unless
But
I get
if you get magically
healing.
healed,
Yeah.
Unless you get magically healed. Oh, I'm sorry. The DC for both you guys, it's not 15, it's 10.
Okay.
Broken ribs is different. So, all right. That was that one, and it thinking that it can finish you and devour you is going to stay. It's not going to phase out. This one is going to attempt to attack you, Kilomir.
I thought that's the one that attacked me.
This
Two
one's-
attacked me. Oh, they both has 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I don't know.
9 to hit you, Kilomir will miss, and a 17 to hit.
Nope.
That'll
Just
miss.
barely missed.
It missing. It's going to teleport out of existence. Phase out. This one's going to attempt to attack you, Worm. $22 to hit, which I believe will hit, and a natural 20.
Oh, that's where all the good rolls are going.
Damn. It's heavily sided on. That's okay. All right. So we'll do the regular one first. It's rough. I didn't think it would go like this. 8 points of piercing, 9 points of poison, and then the crit. 13 points of piercing. Uh-oh. 30 points of poison.
Oh.
Still good? Okay. Do this.
Not great.
I wouldn't expect you to. Let's do this. Okay. If we had to put a scar on your character, where would you want it? One that gives you disadvantage on charisma checks.
Oh, this one.
Persuasion
On
checks, sorry.
Worm?
On Worm?
Oh yeah, probably on her face.
Okay. This is actually quite fitting now you think about it. Anyway. So, this one phases in and out of existence, and goes to strike at you, Worm. You don't have any of your minions currently here to block the way, because they wouldn't be able to make it up the ladder. With enough time, they could, and we could say for the sake of it that they could be trying to either go up there or attack this one. But either way, you currently don't have your minions up here in the rafters, and they weren't there to block the attack as the spider lunges and jumps out of the ethereal plane, attaches its pincers onto your cheek, where you feel it kind of pierce where your top cheekbone is, right where your eye meets your cheek. It goes through that hole, pierces through the hole there, goes underneath your chin, and pierces through that through your jaw area, through your tongue, and you feel it grab a hold of your skull and start to poison your insides, basically, and shake back and forth. And then it releases its pincers, and you just feel the holes in your face where you've effectively been pierced by a massive spider. There's 2 holes that are cleanly put, but just you felt them. You felt the pincers go through all of your organs in your face. You now have disadvantage on persuasion checks, but advantage on intimidation checks.
Worth.
It heals, of course. That was that one, and it thinking it can finish you off is going to stay. Following that, Kilomir, you are up. What would you like to do?
Okay. Yeah, seeing people getting their asses handed to him by fucking spiders, he's not feeling too good. But he's gonna still fight. I'm gonna take a look at the one spider here. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take aim.
Oh,
Where did he go? Where did he go?
What?
Mostly because I pressed Alt. I was holding because Alt is my chat push to talk. Okay, I'm gonna fire an arrow at that one.
Go for it.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
And that's 10 plus 1d4. Hold on. Yeah, 10 plus this my thing. D4. So a total of 11 damage for the first attack, and part of my ability is going to be that ability that lets me teleport 10 feet. For that first attack. And then
Okay.
second attack, I'm gonna fire an arrow at that one there.
This one's down below, so you can't actually see it.
Oh, I can't? Okay.
No, not from this angle.
You can see that one.
Okay.
You can see this one though.
Alright, in that case, yeah, I'll just fire at that one then. 14 to hit.
That is its armor class, so that'll hit.
That's 11 piercing. And 4 lightning. So a total of 15 damage on that one.
Okay. The arrow flies past you, Worm, and slams into the creature as it releases its pincers off of you, and backs up. It still looks like it's ready to kill you. Is that your turn, Kilomir?
You know what? I'm gonna. I have anything I can do with my bonus action? Okay. Yeah. No. I'll leave it at that for now.
Okay. Rezern, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. No time for spells as I see the spider just taking a chunk out of Worm. I'm gonna move over here to attack it. I'll use my inspiration on the first attack.
Okay. Hell yeah.
23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Ah, 6 slashing, and I will use a
Okay.
second level divine smite.
Yeah.
10 radiant damage.
Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, could have been better, but it is effectively bloody at this point in time, and does look like it can't survive much longer. But it's still
And
here.
my second attack. 17 the hit.
That'll hit.
Better. 11 slashing, and I'll do another second level smite.
Okay.
Okay, 26 radiant.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Much
Yeah,
better.
Now
More
it
than double
is
the last.
Effectively, oh yeah, it is quite dead as you take your blade and as it gets shot by Kilomir, it lets go of Worm's face, backs up slightly, and you come out of scene just with a large sword and smacks twice directly in the center of this spider, completely crushing it and cutting it in half into little bits, and it stops moving.
And I look
Okay.
around in anger and in bewilderment of where'd they come from? And that'll be my turn.
And with that, with this question being asked, comes to you, Worm. What would you like to do as you feel the blood drip from your face and you look at the corpse of this phase spider and think, was it worth it?
Holding my face bleeding, I'll look for the nearest one. See the one next to William. Go 5, 10. I can't move past it, right?
That one's
You
gone.
can't move through enemy spaces. This one's not here. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't move past this one, right?
No, you can go around it.
Okay. I can skirt around it?
Yeah, you can go like right here, right here, right here.
Okay, if there's enough room, yeah.
It just takes more movement.
5, 10, 15, 20. I have 30.
20.
I'll go right here.
Yeah, you're essentially just like hopping from the rafter to the next rafter, you know? That's 5
Yeah.
foot.
I'll go right there. And then at 4th level, I will do Vampiric Touch at advantage.
Oh yeah, get all that back.
Natural 20.
Yes, perfect
Ooh.
timing.
Easy.
Okay. That'll definitely hit.
So I'll reach on to the one that was biting William by its skull, pulling the hairs back on its body.
Bite.
27 necrotic.
Jesus. It is still live, but it's barely holding on to life. As you grab a hold of it and you push back its hairs, and with your touch alone, you begin to sap energy from it as it deals this necrotic force. It is bloodied. It is not looking good. It can't survive for much longer, but it's still here. Is it your turn? Worm?
Let me... I'm seeing how much HP I earn.
Gotcha.
Half of that. So, 13?
Yep.
And then, yes, that will be my turn.
Okay. Following this, it comes to you, Kai. And with the target in front of you no longer here, where would you like to go next?
I will. I guess go. go here, or do I have to jump to here? Kinda
No,
small
you're
for a
large.
large
I'll say
group.
for the. Yeah, you can keep going.
So go there. Actually, I'm within 5.
You have like
We'll probably
one
get attacked.
foot on one board and one
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
just
other.
balancing. I'll go here then. I don't know if he gets an attack of opportunity for me leaving here.
Yeah, he would and would try to take it. Nope, not happening.
Now, is this guy on the rafter or is he below?
He's on the rafters. The only one that's
Okay.
below is this one right here.
You lightning bolt fist at this guy next to Worm and
Yeah,
Adelaide.
go for it.
I have 15-foot reach. 22.
That'll work.
And plus 4 is 14. Plus 1 force, so 14 lightning, 1 force.
It is out.
Well, I
I
thought you were
will-
taking this one.
No, I was
Oh,
doing
I'm
this one
sorry.
right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were
okay,
taking
okay.
the one. Okay.
Yeah, this one first between Worm and William.
Okay.
And then I will punch
That
the
one
one.
is dead.
Now I will punch this one. There's another 15-foot. Oh no, I'm not gonna move just because they're right there. Another 15-foot lightning bolt ink tattoo comes from my fist.
Yeah.
27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Another 14 lightning plus 6 force.
That is hurting. It is
Bonus.
almost considered bloody at this point in time.
Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay.
Make 2 more attacks. First one on him. 13, but I'll spend 2 key points to make that a 14.
Yeah, that'll work.
Damn. For 18 lightning, that's max, and 2 force, so 20 damage total.
It is nearly dead. Effectively almost dead at this point in time, but it is
Last
still
punch.
holding on.
Last one then. Oh, natural 1.
Ooh, okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. DC
What?
10. Okay. Yeah, unless you roll 1, you can't fail it. Yeah, same thing happens. You almost lose your balance. One of the boards begins to come up and almost pendulum off, and then you
Damn
just
it.
like almost like a surfboard, and you slam it back down.
God damn this big body!
Yeah, with that, is that your turn as you reach out to lunge at this and almost lose your balance again?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah, and leaving it heavily damaged, it comes to you, Gishan. You look at the one
All
down
right.
below that had fallen off trying to kill you. You look at the one behind you.
I will go for the one behind me.
Okay.
Can I actually use more of my movement?
Yeah, you can. You don't have difficult terrain things. So.
35 to there. 50 to get there. Sorry, continue, Sean.
And I will make an attack.
Yeah, go for it.
Hopefully one won't hit this time. Okay, cool. 25 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
For only 3 slashing. Because I rolled a 1.
Ooh. It is not quite dead yet, but it's literally hanging on by a thread, one can say.
Second attack. 24 to hit.
Oh, that'll certainly hit.
7 slashing.
Yeah. as you slash into this phase spider. It begins to try to glitch out of existence, but you catch it right before it's glitched and stab directly center mass into it, pinning it to the wood for a second, and then you fling the body off towards the side. There's now nothing on the rafters currently, but there is one down below that you see.
Alright. That will end my turn.
Okay. All right. Following your turn then. William, what would you like to do?
Move up. Bonus action, cast Hexblade's Curse on the guy down there.
Yeah, you see the spider down there and you whisper under your breath and the lights begin to glow just a little bit brighter and also lose a lot of its tone and get a little bit darker at the same time.
And yeah. And then I will use the con save to see if I can use an action.
Okay.
Natural 20. I think I
that'll
succeeded. And then I'm going to shoot 3 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Yeah, go
I
for
am
it.
pissed at these things. Ooh, 19, but because it's a Hexblade's Curse,
Ooh.
it's a
It's
natural
critted,
20. It's
yeah.
a critted.
Yeah, okay.
And plus 4 to this, too. 27 damage. Wait, 28. Yeah, 27 damage for the one. Second one.
I think it's
19 to hit.
Isn't that also another crit? Or is it just
No,
19?
it's no, it's just flat. Like a roll adds up to
Okay,
19.
good. Flat 19. Gotcha.
And
Alright,
then
that'll hit.
for 12 damage.
Yep. You see the
And then-
corpse is now. It is a corpse at this point in time, by the
Okay.
way.
Oh, then I get magical healing because I also heal 15. Oh, is it what? Because the Hexblade's Curse, if it dies, I get 15 HP back.
Nice.
Because yeah, and that counts as magical healing, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you're no longer under the effects of
The wound.
your wound. Yeah. That being said, go ahead and roll a d20 just so we can see how you killed
Oh,
this guy.
15.
Yeah, so you look and you see this thing down below you, and you start slinging your Eldritch Blast at it. The first one slams directly center into it. It crashes against the door, and you see it move slightly and twitches, and you think it's still alive. So you send another one at it, and it completely explodes the portions of the poison sac in it, and just completely the poison just goes everywhere, all over itself. If it were to have any life in it, it probably would have had a festering wound later on in its life, but
Okay.
as of right now, it is a pile of bug goo.
And then the third Eldritch Blast just goes in a random direction. I'll just shoot
Okay.
it in a random direction because you got 3.
What are you aiming at?
I guess the last place I saw one. So
Okay.
I don't know. I guess this one, the last place. I'm sure I can't hit it because it's ethereal. I don't know.
It goes right through where you would expect it to be and slams into the stone on the other side, crashing into it. That is your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
Following your turn, the other phase spiders will come through. This time, one's right here, and one's right here. We'll do the one on Kai first.
Okie dokie.
16 to hit, which will miss. 17 to hit, which I think will miss.
Yep, both miss.
Worm. A 9, which I think will miss.
I will miss.
And 10, 12, 13, which I think will miss.
No, it hits.
Okay. Yo, wizards.
Yeah, but wizards also usually have shield.
Sure.
Conventional wizards.
Yes, true.
You take 5 points of piercing damage. And 6
You know what?
points
I
of
do
poison
have
damage.
shield.
Oh no, that damage has already gone through.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
How much damage?
No, it's fine. You can do shield. That's fine.
Okay,
it
I'll
would raise
shield.
your AC. Go for it. Your arrow sails past the rafters and slams into it right between its eyes, or as it looks towards you and falls off the rafters. Crashes onto the floor. Right in the center of the walkway, there's now a tree in the center. Roll a d4, Kilomir. It's a 30-foot tall tree. Not quite yet, because you're 40 feet up. Yeah.
They better pay you for that. We came here to kill and we landscape.
Go for it. Okay. The arrow flies past you, Worm, and slams into the gnawing maw of this phase spider. And it glitches for a second, ready to flee at a moment's notice, and yet here it is. So your turn, Kilomir. Okay. And you're good. Okay. Rezarin, what would you like to do as you see Kilomir start slinging arrows?
All right. As I see this, I'm still on edge because of I don't know how many more spiders there could be. So I cast Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action.
Boost your movement.
Basically, when I cast this spell, I can take the dash action, and then on my bonus action on next turns, I can take the dash action.
Yes, sir.
And wind comes in through like the rafters and flows through my garments, and I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Hell yeah.
And
I love that spell.
Yeah, it's so cool. Because it doesn't seem that good, but then when you read it more, you're like, what? This is first
I had a
level?
ranger that used that, and it was really good.
I will attack it twice.
Go for it.
A 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I'll see if what the second attack does. And a
You're
24 to
attacking at
hit.
advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Those are
first
both
attack. 9 slashing
Okay.
and 4 radiant.
It is bloodied, but it is still here.
And second attack. Ooh, 13 slashing. And I will third level smite. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 20 more radiant.
And with that, you expeditiously make your way past all the webs, all of your comrades, tailing yourself around, taking your blade and stabbing it directly into the back of this phase spider, pinning it to the woods, and then its corpse remains here. And you all pause for a second, waiting for the next wave, and none comes. But you know, you feel a presence that in another plane, there's all sorts of things out in there, in that plane.
We have the perfect guy for this. Sweet.
But for right now, you're all currently out of initiative, and we'll go into the process of collecting funds and collecting corpses and organs and potential alchemical ingredients next session.
All right.
Because I don't want to hold you guys for too long. We've been playing for a while, so thank you all for playing, though. I appreciate it.
No, yeah,
And,
fun
fun
session.
session.
hopefully,
Yeah, tons of
Mhm.
fun.
yeah. And next week we'll have the Iniquitous, because we've been lacking on them for a while. So we'll definitely have the Iniquitous pop up.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're still in the middle of
Sweet.
that big ass battle there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that a real big one.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. But alrighty. We'll end tonight's session here. So
I'm not-
Bye.
I'll save this.
Good night.
Good
everyone.
night.
Good old ethereal state. I thought you were gonna use that, honestly. That's probably a good idea. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Because you can only use it a limited amount of times anyway. Alright. I'm gonna head out. Peace, peace.
Thank you all for watching. Sorry I have to end this a little early because it seems stream is a bit unstable today. But I will see you hopefully sometime this week. Not sure what time. Oh, Friday. I'm not sure what time I'm working. It's if I'm not working late, you'll definitely see me. Definitely be on playing something. We'll have to figure something out for Friday. Maybe this week if hopefully if this stream doesn't keep dropping frames for some reason, I'll try and see what I can find to stream this week, other than for Friday. But yeah, all right. Thank you all for watching. Again, I'll see you all next time. This is your host Hanukkah Kelt, signing out. Have a good night.